Hello everybody, welcome to the first ever, I've never done this before, but the first ever Q&A AMA. Welcome. It's a pleasure and honor being with you here today. Yeah, I've wanted to do this for some time now. I don't know, I've always forgot about it and just never I've always been doing other things. So I feel like today was a better day, a perfect day to do it, I guess, whenever it might be. Today I'm going to be answering questions. Now, I'm a very, for the most part, very open book as it does come down to it. If you watch the channel for a long time, if you watch a lot of content of mine, you probably know a lot of answers anyways. And stuff like that. But if there's any die-hard question that you've been wanting to ask, anything you've wanted me to go into depth or kind of just talk about things, this is going to be the time, and this is going to be the only time here on the channel, as far as it being publicly, of course. Typically I go into depth about things on members videos and members live streams, but I feel like today, since we're getting to a big milestone here soon, I feel like in case people are out of the loop or wanting to catch up as fast as they can, this is the best place that they can catch up with me, the channel, and really the community around our situation here, of course, right? Yeah, of course. Now, first of all, I want to say hello and thank you for coming in today and saying hello and coming in and wanting to pique an interest into my life, since I am the guy who makes the games on the channel, and I am the guy that decides to hit the record button, and I'm the guy that decides to hit the stream button practically almost every day. So thank you for taking an interest in the human being behind the camera. I appreciate that. Sometimes people just think it's not people are silly. I tell you what, people are silly. Nobody has feelings if you play games and if you stream and if you all that, but we do. We share those feelings here, and we embrace feelings. We embrace feelings and we embrace differences, of course. That's how we do. We are more inclusive than exclusive. We don't like to keep people out, but if we have to, don't make me pull the trigger. Anyways, I got arthritis in the trigger finger today. How you doing, everyone? How's it going? I'll go down through the list here real quick. I'll say hello to Aris. How you doing, Auntie Meow? How you doing, Amanda? Lalu, how's it going? Yeah, Chibi, how you doing, Chibi? Susie T, how's it going, Susie T? Yeah, Gaming, how's it going? Fraz, how you doing, Fraz? Rose, hello, Rose. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving. Serendipity Ainworth, how you doing? Susie, I already said Susie T. Gosh darn it. Grandma Miki, how you doing, Grandma Miki? Lean, how you doing, Lean? Neverly, how you doing? Chocoholy, how you doing? Marlene, how you doing? Psychedelic Kitten, how you doing? Molly Joe Snow, freaking Snow, how you doing? Crazy One, how's it going? Yes. Maggie May, hi Maggie May. Boho the Clown, how you doing? Boho the Clown. AKJM, how you doing? Bedtime, what's going on? Colin, howdy Colin, how you doing, Colin? Black Raver, how you doing, Black Raver? Wisdom, what's going on, Wisdom? Riley, how you doing, Riley? Violetta, how you doing, Violetta? And all that good stuff. Okay, with that being said, and everybody else that's gonna be filing in real quick, and as we continue here and people are going to be coming in and out, let me just make it clear. Hit the like button right now. Why are we not hitting the like button on this Q&A, right? I'm going to be answering questions today and now, and that's what we're going to be doing, okay? So I will go up from the top. You know what? Let's try to make this a little bit easier, since chat will be chatting about. Let's make this easy so that I can read it, so that I don't miss questions and things like that. Let's do exactly what Lalu is kind of doing here already. Hey Amber, how you doing, Amber? Let's do what, and hey Peter, how you doing, Peter? Let's do what Lalu is doing here real quick. For your question, if you want to ask me the question so I don't miss it, let's put like a Q in front of it, or like a Q question mark, Q colon, whatever you want to do, and I'll be able to, find that easier. So this is a question from Lalu, and I have answers and I have depth answers. So, are you doing better with your new streaming schedule for now than your previous streaming and recording videos? Better work / off time management. Okay. Real quick. Great question. Good question. Now, there is, you know what? Is there, hang on a sec. Let's do that. Yeah. There's a Q&A. Yeah, there is a Q&A feature. I forgot. I've never used this. Say something. Oh, wait. This is a question. I have to ask the question. So, okay. So, here we go. This is what I'll do. I'll see if I can do this. So, you start a Q&A. Hang on a sec. Let's do let me see. I've never done this feature. Let's do this. I'll get to your answer or question here in a sec, Lalu. Q&A? Question mark? Start a Q&A? Let's see what happens when I do this. What the hell did I just do? Questions list. Aha! All right, I don't know what that did. Does anybody see that? Does anybody see that? Anybody see that? Now, can you interact with that question list thing? Can you click on that and then put a question? Yeah. You see that? Okay, good. I've never done this, so this is my first time doing it. How you doing, Queen Zelda? How's it going? How are you doing, Vanessa? How's it going, Vanessa? So, can y'all interact with that? And can y'all, like, ask a question through that? Or how does that work? If not, we can do it old school and I can just go from it. It works. Does it? Ho. I see. Is it working? I see. Okay. So you gotta like cycle between live chat and questions, I think. Oh crap, dude. That's gonna suck. That's gonna really suck. So you gotta cycle through all cat. You have to cycle through that and that. Oh no. Okay, you know what? Let's just end that. We won't do that one. We're gonna stop with that one. We're gonna do old fashioned. We're gonna keep it how it is. And we'll do that. Anything, if you have a question, just put a Q question mark with it, semicolon. But the first question I'll ask, and I'll try my best to answer them all. First question, we'll go back to Lalu, is are you doing better with the new streaming schedule now than your previous streaming and recording videos? Better work / off time management. Great question. First question I'll answer is yes, I am. It is a lot better doing now what I'm doing now than what I did before. In case that people did not know, before I was streaming and recording videos at the same time. So what I was doing was I would have a stream every other day, or maybe every other day, or every day or every other day, and then I would record a series, like offline series. And it came to the point where I would stream for about 3 hours, possibly more, and then I would record and edit for like 5 hours. Yeah, I would do that, and then that was all of like recording, streaming, all in one. That doesn't count me doing the marketing. That doesn't count me doing the research that I need for the next game or upcoming games. That doesn't count for me doing the emails back and forth with other publishers and developers. Doesn't count any of that. That's just straight recording, streaming, editing, and all that. So, it came to a point where streaming was way more, I don't want to say lucrative, but streaming was starting to become more worth it because more people were inclined to tune into a live stream than they were on a regular video. Now, I know there's preferences between video and live streams. Of course, there will always be preferences. There will be viewers that say that they rather have a recorded series than a live series, so that the gamer, the person behind the camera is not getting distracted with chat, isn't doing this, and that their focus is 100% on the gameplay. There's preferences. However, in the last couple of months, actually probably since July, I came to the realization that what was happening here on the channel was we were attracting an audience that was more tailored to live streams and not so much recorded videos. Even though for the past like year and a half, I was mainly recorded series. And I started mostly doing YouTube full-time on recorded series and not live streams. And then I gradually eased into live streams. So I did start out in that regard. It was a better change for me to do the streams because ultimately when July came, August came, September came, I ultimately saw that streams were doing way better than recorded series, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Flat out, streams were doing way better. They were performing better. My most popular videos on the channel are streams. Regular videos were not performing. And there's a thing called retention, and to kind of compare it, the average retention, the average view duration for live streams, even nowadays, is like hovering around 43 minutes. 43 minutes is a big number. On my recorded videos, I would get maybe 9 minutes, 10 minutes before the viewer got bored and they clicked out of it. Now, I think because a live stream, it's more interaction, there's more things going on, so people are more inclined to stay. Again, this is all tailored to a certain audience, of course. That's that. Now, as far as the work management part of it goes, and time management, it has been a breeze. It has been so much easier. Yes, I basically haven't changed things as like time-wise. I get up in the morning, I stream. I might be streamed twice or once, depending, on what's going on. And then I will end the stream, and then after my stream is over, that gets uploaded straight to YouTube. I then can go and answer those emails. I can go look at the market, see what's next, what's coming up for gameplays, or sorry, game-wise, like release dates, things like that. I can then get in contact with these companies to say, hey, you want me to check out your game? Partnerships, as you can see with Gamer Advantage, things like this, things that I can do after I'm done streaming. Because after I'm done streaming, there's still more that I have to do. Then I have to plan the next day's schedule stream. Then I have to make thumbnails and things like that. So all these different things, it gives me more time to do it. So I do like that. So yes. Okay. Hopefully that answered that question. Now, next question I see on the list is approximately date your first stream on Twitch. My first stream I ever did, and my first stream ever was on Twitch. It was in 2013. It was in 2013, and I played a game called, I think it was 2013, 2014. One of those years, 2013, 2014. That was the first stream I ever did. It was a game called GTA 5, and I think at one point I hit like 90 live viewers. Because back then, Twitch, not everybody was accessible to Twitch. Not everybody could get on Twitch. Not everybody had the right internet, not enough equipment, and things like that. So it was about 2013, 2014 when I first ever live streamed. Hopefully that answers that question. Next question I see is, how do you handle the pressure of wanting to play new games over games you like or even your subscribers do not? Very good question. How do you handle the pressure of wanting to play new games over games you like or even games your subscribers do not? So I guess in a sense is, how do I handle the pressure if there's a game out there I really, really, really want? If there's a game out there I really, really want to play and I just don't have the time to play it, or I really want to bring it to the channel, but I know it won't do well on the channel, how do I handle with that pressure? Simply, I isolate myself. I isolate myself and I make sure to not think about it. Not think about that game. I will ignore it completely and I will focus on what I need to focus, and that's what I will focus on. Just what I have today, what I have tomorrow, what I have to stream. Focus on what you're doing right now. Don't worry about, wanting to play Pokemon. Don't worry about wanting to do that. Like, don't even think about it, right? Try to block it out. That's the best that I do, is try to block out that pressure. Of course, it's like something it's an urge. I really, really, really want to do it, and I really want to play it, and I really want to bring it to the channel, but I know that it just won't do good. So yeah, that I just try to ignore it as best as I can, and then eventually I just forget about it anyways, because everything's so busy and I have like 1,000 games. I just am always thinking about. My wish list is like almost at 600 now on Steam, just because I'm following so much. So I am keeping myself busy, ignore it. That's how I kind of deal with the pressure on that. Another question I see here is still asking if you and your wife planning on to have children. Yes. So this is a big question. This is a big question. And some of you know this answer through the memberships and all that. And I'll be very brief about this because I don't want to go too into depth into this. One day, I think it would be really cool if we did. Really cool if we did. However, for medical reasons, there's probably a highly likely chance it doesn't happen. You could probably kind of guess where that goes. So, but there's always hope, right? There's always hope. Anyways, hopefully that answers that question clearly there. Another question I see here is, at the end of the year, your last year, you stated you wanted to hit 10K. What is your new goal? So, last year I wanted to hit 10K. I wanted to hit 15K. I said I even wanted to hit 20K by the end of 2022. And I have thought about this actually for myself. I thought about this question, and the question, or this thing where, like, once you get to the new year, once 2023 starts, what is going to be your goal? I'm probably not going to have a goal when 2023 hits. I think I'm going to have maybe a resolution, things like that. I will most likely, my goal will be straightforward, and it will be just be a better me, right? Be a better me, be a better content creator. That would be my goal going into 2023. Not a numbers goal anymore at that point. It's be a better me. And be a better gamer, be a better entertainer, be all that. That's going to be my goal in 2023. Question from, I should probably answer these, like, say who's saying these questions too, probably. So the last few questions were from, they were from Lalu, they were from Darren, they were from Neverly, they were from Queen Zelda, that was from Rose that asked about the year. This is from Chocoholy. Chocoholy says, what is your favorite game this year so far? If I had to say what was my favorite game this year so far, I would have to say Dinkum. It's easy. I would have to say Dinkum. I think Dinkum has done so much, not only just for the channel, but just has done so much as, like, watching the development go through that has been awesome to see. Independent dev, little to no bugs at all, and to really find a awesome community throughout Dinkum. Because there's some games out there that you run into communities that are just not as welcoming. Dinkum community has been very welcoming, and of course I think that has probably been my favorite game this year on a whole different like a lot of different things going on. Yeah, one, like community, gameplay, all of it. Like, I'm all for it for sure. Okay, let me see here. Let me see if I can find any more questions. Let me see. All right. Holy crap. Chat has been going through here, hasn't it? Okay. So let's see here. Okay, I'm looking for the cues. Okay, another cue. This is from another one from Queen Zelda. Says, do you plan to have any plans to do a real life meetup? I know a few streamers who do. Yeah, of course. I would love to do that. Absolutely. It's kind of hard to do because, one, I'm not very popular, but I think in sometime in the future, I think that would be really cool. Absolutely. I think that would be fun to do. Majority of the people that I know, they all the majority of the people that I like have known for a while now here on the channel, they live in Florida, so that's fun. And I was in Florida in September, very briefly. I was in Florida, but I was there still, so you know, I would like to do that one day. I think it'd be cool. I think if anything, it would have to be like a mutual meetup thing, as in like maybe a convention or something like that. I think that would be probably the best way to work around that. But yeah, I'm definitely open for that idea for sure. This is another question from Rocio. It says, what's your favorite you played on channel, and even if it's not one that did well, even if it's one that not did well. So I did give Dinkum as my favorite, but if I were to say like another top tier favorite, I had some good laughs. I had some good time with Internet Cafe Sim 2. I would have to say I had some good time. Yeah, I had a good time with Internet Cafe Sim 2. I think that would probably be other one I would say is my favorite as far as interaction goes. I had a really good time with Internet Cafe Sim 2. Absolutely. Here's another question from Peter. Peter says, what are blue glasses? Because I've never heard it. Blue light glasses. Blue light glasses are what I'm wearing right now. Blue light glasses are glasses that if you sit in front of a screen all day, if you're sitting in monitors, if you're working, whether you're playing games or at work, whatever it is, what are they? They are supposed to reduce eye strain because you're sit there looking at a screen all day and you're straining your eyes. Help with eye strain, help with headaches, migraines, things like that. That is what blue light glasses are meant for, or built for, or created for, is for the less stressor of the eye strain. I have blue light glasses, but also prescription glasses. So that's what this is they're blue light prescription glasses with sleepers in them. And that's a new technology that's coming out. Sleepers is supposed to help with the melatonin, induce the melatonin when you're, and then help you sleep at night as well. But there's also something called suppressor, which will help with your eye strain levels as well. So hopefully that answers that question. Boho the Clown says, what does the leg kick mean to you? Quick answer on this one. The leg kick means something between me and you. That's exactly what it means. Another question from Peter says, when will you play / stream the Ranchers? I don't know. I think when it gets in better state. I had the opportunity to do it, and I'll be honest with you, the Ranchers asked me to go through a bunch of hoops just to get a key, and I kind of just stopped emailing them back because I'm tired of going through all the hoops just to get a key to check out the game. Plus, the game is in early, alpha. I think I'm just going to wait for it to develop more. I feel like I'm afraid, if I play the Ranchers, I'm going to get, a bad taste in my mouth, and I don't want to do that. I want to give the game a chance. So I think I'm going to wait for development to continue with that. This question comes from Amanda that says, would you share the story of your lack of haircuts, or are we keeping that member private? If anybody asks, if anybody dares to ask, I mean, I don't know if that's anybody's interested in, of course, but I'll share it. Doesn't matter to me. Yeah, I mean, if anybody is interested, of course. This is from Aris. Question says, did you play Genshin Impact? If not, will you play it in the future? I have never played Genshin Impact. I probably will never play it in the future. Yeah, I have not played Genshin Impact, and I probably will not play it in the future. Let's see, next question. Question from Yag Gaming says, when starting up a YouTube channel, what do you suggest people do to gain a following and or keep people entertained in general? So, when starting up a YouTube channel, what would I suggest people to do to gain a following? I'll answer these. There's 2 questions in this. What do you suggest people do to gain a following? Very simple. Not simple. I guess it's a simple answer, but it's a very hard thing to do. First thing I would do is consistency. Plan it out that you're going to be consistent. Consistency is key. Next thing I would do is I would find a niche. And I would really dive into that niche. The quickest way and the fastest way to grow on YouTube is to play one single game. You play one single game, you develop your channel around one single game, you will grow a following the fastest. You play variety games, you will grow at a very slow pace. What I did is I could not come down and play one game. I just couldn't. I would be miserable. So I found a niche. I found three genres, and I said, you know what? I'm going to stay in those genres, and anybody that is attracted from those genres of games that I play most likely will relate to the other genres that I play. If that makes any sense. But you got to also be, like I said, be consistent. Be consistent and all that stuff. You have to be consistent. You have to build a portfolio. You're probably in the gaming universe, in the gaming world of Let's Plays. If you want to do Let's Plays or streamings, things like I do, you need to build a playlist. You need to build a portfolio. You need to build a catalog. And that catalog is not going to be watched by anybody. Your first 50 videos probably aren't going to be watched by a lot of people. Your first 100 videos are not going to be watched by a lot of people, but you're building that catalog, you're building that portfolio for the future so that people can go back and watch those. That's what you need to also think about. The other question in this was, how would you help suggest to keep people entertained in general? Keeping people entertained is one of the hardest things to do, I think. Keeping people's attention. My older videos, it was not very good. They were terrible. They were awful. God awful. And I learned to... I was very shy. I was very... how would you say? I was very kind of like, you know... I was afraid of what people would think about me. And that's where you fail most of the time. If you're afraid of what people think about you, then YouTube... Twitch, whatever it is, you're not gonna do very well, because there's gonna be people out there that don't like you, and that just is what it is, and you have to accept it. Not everybody will like you, and that just is what it is, but there will be people that will like you no matter what. There will be people that like you and don't like you. So how do you keep people entertained? You got to make sure that you are yourself, your own personality, your own person, even if it is a little bit different, even if it is a little bit weird. I'm different. God damn, I'm the craziest. No, I'm just different, dude. I'm different. I do different things. I say different things. I don't know how to pronounce certain things. I'm just different a little bit, but I think that makes me stand out. So make sure you use your differences to your advantage and stand out from the crowd, and do what you want to do, and make sure you're having fun doing it, right? Keeping entertained. Make sure you have constant commentary, constant people. Like, you gotta talk in your videos, you gotta talk in your streams, you gotta talk in your videos constantly. There cannot be any dead air. No dead air, because that's when people click out of your videos. This is another question by Peter saying, so you don't edit your streams before you upload it to YouTube? No, I do zero editing with the streams. I don't touch the streams at all. The streams are all shot in one take. No editing is involved anymore. The only editing that I do is whenever I record a video from here or there. That's the only editing I do. As far as the streams go, I don't touch them. They're stream, they're VOD, boom, bam, out of here, right? It's done. It's a one-shot take. Question, can we expect F me sideways in PJs? This is by Chibi. Answer, I have looked into it. But the company I go through they don't offer PJs. So yeah, maybe in the future, who knows? Maybe there's something I can do about that, for sure. Hey, Sunflowers, how you doing? Sunflower here says, I'm really new to this channel. What are some of your favorite games you've streamed on your channel? I have a favorites playlist. If you go onto my home channel, if you click on the home channel of the page, you scroll down, I have a bunch of playlists of like favorite games, my favorites. You could definitely check those out there. Absolutely. Here's a question from Psychedelic Kitten. Have you ever streamed on Twitch? Yes, I have. I streamed on Twitch before I ever started streaming on YouTube. Yep. Question from Lean is, why not play Pokemon on stream? Just because I know it's not going to do well. I know there will be at least, you know, a very niche people that will love the Pokemon game, but for a majority of the channel, I know just from stats, I know from just what people's interests are, from what people follow, other channels and things like that, because I can see what channels you all follow, and I can see what are the top 10 channels you all follow. So I can see that stuff, and I can see what you all are interested in watching, and Pokemon is just not there. Hopefully that question is answered there for you, Lean. Question from Amanda says, question is that a rubber band on your wrist, or is that your hair, or the snap to stop a habit trick? I have a hair tie on my wrist, and I have a bracelet on my wrist that I put on at the beginning of this year. Okay, I'll share this with you. I put this on the beginning of this year. I believe it was like January 1st, right when January 1st of 2022, when I said that I was going to try to hit a goal of 15 to 20,000 by the end of 2022, and it was a bracelet that says, trust the process. That's it. Trust the process. Trust the process. And I wear it every single day, and I've worn it every single day since, because that's what you have to do on YouTube, is trust the process, of course. Here's another question from Psychedelic Kitten. Says, have you ever played a game on your channel for you sometimes, even if may not do that well when you first started? Yes. All the games when I started out going heavily on YouTube in 2020, I played games, and at that time you have to really kind of measure what's doing good and what's not doing good on the sides of your channel at that time. I've seen it in the community with other people in their channels, and you will get a huge influx of viewers when you least expect it. Playing indie games is a good way to do that. All the indie games, there's a lot of indie games, there's a lot of indie developers out there that are wanting their game to be shared. And if you're one of the first people on release day to share that video on YouTube, there's a good chance you're going to get a little bit of an influx of viewers coming to your channel, a little bit of traffic, because people are going to be searching for that game on release day. But when you're starting out, you're not going to see that too much. And there's a lot more to it, for sure. When it comes to the algorithm, when it comes to video descriptions, when it comes to vid scores, vidIQ scores. If you ever do like vidIQ, look up vidIQ. I've used vidIQ YouTube channel. I've used a lot of tips and tricks that they offer, and it's definitely helped out for me. Another question here is, this is from Amanda, why don't you play the off-time games on the channel? Is it just that you want to enjoy them alone sometimes, / have it be just for you, or is there another reason you don't play them live? So, this is a good question. Why do you, there's a couple questions in here. Why don't you play the off-time games on the channel? Simple reason, my games that I play on my personal time, on my off time, I know, one, they won't do well on the channel. People won't be interested in the games that I play off time. Two, anytime that I'm playing games on stream, anytime that I'm playing a game here live, I'm in the mode of having to entertain as well. So it's a lot of energy on my shoulders and everything as well. So certain games that I know that won't do well, that I can just enjoy personally, I can just play the game without talking. I can just sit there and like be lost in my head and just play the game very quietly. Just relax a bit. You know what I mean? So that's the reason why too, is if I know it's not like why, you know, and because when you start performing bad on your videos and when you start performing bad on your streams, YouTube recognizes that and they say, well, if your videos aren't doing so well and your streams are not doing so well, guess what we're going to do? We're going to stop recommending you to people because people don't want to see your stuff. And that's the brutal truth about YouTube. So yeah. Hopefully that answers that question. But I do like to enjoy games on my own too as well, because you know, after all, you don't want to be judged on how you play all the time, do you? Alexa, hello Alexa. Alexa says, I have followed you since your very first video of House Flipper. I do lurk a lot, but I'm still here. My question is simple. How are you today? I'm doing good, Alexa. How are you today? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well, Alexa. Okay, oh my god, I just lost where I was at. Frick, dude. Hang on a sec. I lost where I was at. Let me go back. All right, let me see. More cues. Here's another cue. I see a cue from Susie T. Question. Will you still love us when you're big and famous? I will always love you all, but I don't see that coming, being a thing for me. I don't think I'm gonna, there's not a too big. I don't find myself, I don't ever see myself being too big for people. So yeah, I don't see that for sure. But I will always love you, of course. Yes. This question is from Colin. Do you ever play first-person shooters? In my spare time? Yes, I do. I'm a big first-person shooter fan in my spare time on the channel. Here, no, not so really. Not so much, obviously. Hey, Ara, how you doing? Let me see some more Qs. There's a Q right there. Q says, would you play an open world? This is from Ainsworth. Would you play an open world RPG on the channel in the future? Yes, I am open for that. I am open for that. I feel like there's enough there to keep our niche and keep our people. I think people would really enjoy that. I've seen, like I said, back to the whole, like, I know what channels you all are interested into. I know what videos you're watching. So I think open world RPG does fit the channel fairly well. Absolutely. Sunflowers has a question, says, how do you pick which games to stream on your channel? It really just comes down to research and knowing your audience and knowing what they will like, what they will care for, and I do that. And then I also try to mix in new releases on top of that, because that's when the traffic is the most. Streaming day one is very important to me. That's why some things get moved around during my stream schedules. If something has priority, I will move it to priority, right? So day one, I will pick a game that I feel like the audience will like and that I think they will enjoy, and then that's how I choose the game. Another question by Sunflowers is, what are some of your least favorite games? I don't really have an answer for that, because I don't play games I don't like. I only play games that I'm interested in, of course. So I don't know. I don't know that I have like any least favorite games. Unless, I mean, no, I don't know. I don't really have any least favorite games. I only play games that I'm actually interested in for the most part. This is a question from Molly Joe Snow. It says, what advice do you have to someone wanting to get into streaming? For an example, if I started streaming and had 0 viewers, should I focus on gameplay or create dialogue with my non-existent viewers? This is a very important question, I feel like, and this needs to be embedded to anybody that is starting out. Either you're streaming on Twitch or you are streaming on YouTube. Really, what you want to do is, a lot of people do this now. A lot of people stream on Twitch. They take their VODs and they upload those VODs to the YouTube, and then they build their portfolio over there while trying to grow at the same time on Twitch. When you are streaming to 0 people, when you are recording to 0 people, whether you're recording videos or streaming videos, you always, no matter what, you always want to talk to the camera, to the game. You want to explain what you're doing. Doesn't matter what the number is. Doesn't matter if it's 0 viewers, 10 viewers, or 100 viewers. You want to always keep commentating. You want to always keep talking. You always want to be engaged. You always want to be there, because your point is entertaining at that point, right? Anybody that's going to click into your stream and see you not talking is going to click right on out. Somebody that's going to click into your stream randomly and they're going to see you talking about the game, they're going to click in there and they're going to listen for a bit, and they're going to be like, huh. And they're going to stay a little bit longer and a little bit longer and a little bit longer. And then they're going to really listen to what you have to say. If you're not saying anything, they can't listen to what you have to say. But if you have everything to say, they will listen, and they will choose to be like, you know what? Just stay here. I'm going to hit the follow button. I'm going to hit the subscribe button. Always pretend. Doesn't matter how big your channel is. Whether you have 1 subscriber, 1,000 subscribers, 100,000 subscribers. Always talk. Always talk and pretend like you have a audience there watching, because in the future everything stays on the internet. That video will stay on the internet, and people will, like, there's videos and playlists that I have here on the channel where I'm talking to the camera, I'm playing my games and all that, and I'm talking to people. You might think I'm talking to people in some of those videos, and most of those videos, those older videos, I'm talking to nobody. Nobody's watching me at that point. But you would never know that now, right? So always very, very important to stream and to talk to the people that are there and that are not even there. Very, very important. Serendipity has another question. Says, if you could live in any other country, where would it be and why? Ooh, that's a spicy question for sure. That's a spicy question. If I had to choose a country to live in, where would I want to live? That's a tough one. That's a tough one. I think I would want to. Okay, so can I break it down area wise? I would want to. I don't know exactly what country I would want to live in, but if I could like live, well, I don't know. I'm very happy with where I'm at now, but I don't know. That's a good question. It's a very good question. Danielle has always wanted to go to Italy. She has. She's always wanted to go to Italy, but would I want to live there? That's the question. I don't know. We never really talk about living other places. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry that I can't really answer that very well, because I'm very happy with the country that I live in now, and I never had desire to live anywhere else. Never. So hopefully, I'm sorry for that answer. But anyways, Marlene has a question. Says, has controller access came to Coral Island? I have no idea. Do not know. No idea. Colin says, what is your dream car? I don't have a dream car. I'm not the kind of person that wants like this kind of car, that kind of car. You know, I just want something that takes me from point A to point B. I don't have a dream car at all. No dream car. Yep. I know, I'm boring, right? I have a Honda. Right now, I have a Honda Civic and I have a Mustang. That's what I have now. I don't dream about getting... I think I don't dream about cars because I don't dream... Like, I don't want to dream about a car payment. Neon Llamas says, if you could travel anywhere that you haven't been yet, where would you go? Okay, now this is... Okay. I would want to go to Europe. And I would want to go to all different kinds of countries, not just one country. I would want to go to Europe. 100%. I'm going to Europe. I'm saying hello to everybody. I'm mispronouncing everything in the goddamn book. It's all there. It's all there. I'm Europe. I'm up and down Europe. Catch me in Europe. That's where I'm at. James says, do you have a favorite rock and roll band? I do not. I don't really have a favorite rock and roll band. I don't even really have a favorite genre of music. I like all types of music for sure. So yeah, I just, you know, I don't have a favorite. I don't have a favorite. I like a lot of music, a lot of different kinds of music. I'm all over the place when it comes to music. Sunflower says, what are some of the cons of being a content creator on YouTube? Some of the cons about being a content creator on YouTube is having to deal with the algorithm, having to deal with the uncertainty, and not knowing what the next day is going to hold for you. That's probably the cons about it the most. Another big con that people don't understand also is that I've had this kind of discussion towards the earlier in the year where we did like the weed shop game, we done the drug dealer game, drug dealer simulator game, and I, for the most part, almost every time got demonetized for that. And what happens is when a video gets demonetized, one, I obviously don't get anything in return for the efforts that I did in that video. No money, no monetization, right? Demonetized. Also, when things are demonetized, people don't realize in other countries, it blocks them from watching those videos. It blocks them for being a certain age too. So when videos do become demonetized, some countries out there will block that video completely. So that kind of takes away a viewer, which that's not fun. That's not cool. Nobody wants to be excluded, right? Of course. So that's terrible. Also, and a lot of people don't realize, is that whenever you're playing on YouTube, whether it is, big YouTubers, they play the drug game, they've done this. Yeah, big YouTubers have a lot of leeway, right? The smaller YouTubers like us, we are funneled through an automation of AI. And then guess what? 2023, 2024, 2025, guess what can happen on this platform called YouTube? And they're doing it in January here very soon, in 2 months. Not a lot of people know that. This is what can happen. You ready? You ready for this? You ready? Policy changes. Yes. Just because it was good this year, it was good last year. Once YouTube changes its policies, it can really get you on what you've done in the past. So, policy changes. Yeah. Policy changes happen every year, and there's going to be a policy change in January of 2023. Be ready. That's all I got to say about that. Next question is, how did you develop your narration / dialogue when you were literally talking to nobody? What are there anything to it besides just talking out loud? It's a lot to it. One thing that I do and what I've done, a very, very good example here is the Tenet series. If you go through the Tenet series, that was a series that I think I was playing that I had under 1,000 subscribers. So I wasn't really talking to a lot of people. And the best way that I did is, and it was hard at times, I talked continuously. I talked about the gameplay. I explained, hopefully in a good way, explained to people what I was doing in the game. You know, I was reacting to the game, right? And then when I'm all done and all I've used all those resources where I'm like, frick, I've said as enough as I can about the game. I've reacted to the game as much as I can. I've explained to the viewer as much as I can. What's the next thing I can do? And I do it in King of Retail series, and I do it in the Tenet series when practically nobody was watching me then. And I go on a storytelling binge. I think of something, and I think of a story that I can share with people, and I think of like a personal experience, and I'm like, let me kind of share this, and maybe someone will grasp to it. People do grasp to it, and that's what happened. People really enjoyed listening to the personal stories, listening to this and that and that and this, and they stayed, and they're like, I want to learn more about this person because this person tells a lot of interesting stories. That's what I did. I went into storytelling, and that kept people around. Hopefully that answers that question. So, yeah. Question from Psychedelic Kitten says, did you keep changing the games around until you found out what worked when you first started? Yes, I did. I fell into a niche. I never prepared to be in the niche that I was in, but I did fall into it. So I was experimenting with a lot of different games here and there, of course. I try to steer away from big AAA title games because everybody and their freaking mother is wanting to play it. Everybody and their mother is streaming it. Everybody and their mother is recording it. So I try to stay away from the big AAA games, and I went for games that were, oh, I find this interesting on Steam, and this is an indie game, and I don't know if a lot of people will know about this. Let me go ahead and play it when it comes out on day one, right? That's what I did. And then as far as genres, I just fell into a niche. I was like, okay, here I am. I'm playing the Tenets. What's another game that's kind of like the Tenets that I think people would like? Oh, King of Retail. King of Retail. Let's play King of Retail. What's another game that I think people that watch King of Retail would like, and I go on from there. Similar games kind of keep it similar. Simulators. I was really heavy into simulators at the beginning. There's a lot of simulator games out there, and I started playing simulators. Simulators kind of translates into King of Retail, kind of helps with like the Tenets simulation, and then I fell into simulators and things like that. I fell into a niche. I never thought I would ever be in a niche that I am in. But yeah, hopefully that answers that question. Let's see any more cues. Here's another cue. Sunflower says, how did you pick your channel name? So my channel name never used to be this as it was. I picked my name because my family they reign from Italy. They do. Sicily, to be exact. And my last name before they came to the United States was Anzalone. Basically Kanzalone without the K. That was our last name in the old country, so to speak. When they came over to the United States, it was not American. So they Americanized it, and they changed the Z, and they changed it to something else. They changed the letters. Basically, they changed the letters in our name. And then, growing up, people call me K because my name is Caleb. So they would call me K. And what I started to do was I was like, all right, I'm going to take that old country last name, and I'm gonna put a K in front of my old country last name. I'm gonna mash them together, and that's how I came with Kanzalone. So that's how I found my name. That's how I created my name, because I thought it was unique, and nobody else had that name. Nobody else had that username. Nobody else had that gamer tag. Nobody else had that Twitter handle, so to speak. I mean, there is people that you know, but it was very uncertain, very uncommon. If I was like gamer 257, there's a lot of gamers out there, right? If I'm like Star Lord 22, there's probably a lot of Starlords. So you always want to find a unique name that you're going to stand out with and that you're going to end up in the search results with. So that's how I came with Kanzalone. And then people just started calling me Cans for short. So then we did Cans. Well, now we still do Cans. Amanda, here's another question from Amanda. Says, do you do all your editing with OBS, or what's your program of choice? I do no editing with OBS. I don't think you can do editing with OBS, but I use I'm very basic. I'm very old school. I use Movie Studio 17.0. I don't do Adobe because Adobe's like monthly, you know, you have to pay monthly for it. I do Movie Studio 17.0. It does exactly what I need, right? It does exactly what I need. And it does enough. I don't need to pay $15, $20 a month for Adobe, right? When I can just do it flat rate, buy it once, use it anytime I want. Movie Studio. It's a terrible program, but it gets the job done for me. There's other resources out there that you could do, but that's the one I do. Colin says, Colin has a question here. Do you believe I can become vice president of FedEx? Yes. 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 Yes, you can. Absolutely. Question from Auntie Meow says, can we get a Cult of Bella Bella merch? Maybe that'd be kind of cool, right? I think that'd be kind of cool. I need to find more people. I don't know. I have such a hard time, right? I don't have like enough time to like do all these like designs on my own and things like that. Here's oh god. Oh damn, did I lose my question here? Did I lose my question? I did. Hang on a sec. Hang on. I know I'm trying to burn through these questions as fast as I can here. From Psychedelic Kitten, another one is, did you work on views before watch time when you was starting? That's a good question. It's a very good question indeed. I did not work on views. I worked on watch time. I was more interested on if people are still watching and still sticking around. But even at that time, it's hard to kind of like delegate, because when you're starting out, you should be making videos when you should be making videos and following through with them. You can get lost a little bit in transition too. In my situation, where you start doing YouTube as full-time, then those videos that don't perform well, it costs you money, right? So if you're starting out YouTube, starting out Twitch, you're probably not worrying about, you know, money and worrying about keeping a roof over your head and things like that. So I would say not worry about the views and average watch time too much. Just worry about finishing off the playlist, finishing off your game, and mainly you will see a tick up in views on one of your videos. Not all the videos, but the most important video, if you're doing a Let's Play series, is episode 1. That's your most important video. That's your most discoverable video. It is what it is. Make sure to put your videos in a playlist. Most importantly is when someone does find your Let's Play series and someone does click on your Let's Play series, put it in a playlist, because they will click on that playlist and they will sit there and binge the entire series on that playlist. People will fall asleep to your videos. When they fall asleep, guess what? That video and that playlist is still running. It's still running. Those ads are still running as well, right? So always make sure to do that. When starting out, you shouldn't really worry about views. You shouldn't really worry about time as much. The only time you should really about focusing that kind of stuff is when you transition to getting into when you start to rely on YouTube as a income source. Here's a question from Queen Zelda saying, will there ever be an OnlyCans? I will say I do have an OnlyFans. I do have an OnlyFans account. I have reserved my spot. Not for what you think, maybe, but the idea behind it was I reserved that OnlyFans account just so I can, if in the future things were to, because content creating is always forever evolving. There's a lot of games out there that I can't play on YouTube because there's guidelines, right? So for those games that are like a little bit more intense, you know, maybe more sexualized than they should be, that can't go on YouTube, maybe I'll put those on like the OnlyFans type thing. You know what I mean? Kind of like that thing. Like it was more based on like harder core games that were not allowed on YouTube, but I've never posted to it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Another question here is from Peter. Did you buy games currently in the Steam sale? I have not yet. Only time I went through the Steam sale so far is when I went over our members video. I have not been able to look at it personally myself, so I have not bought any yet. Psychedelic Kitten says, question, how did you find out what channel your audience is watching? That is in your analytics. You find that in your analytics. You can find the channels your viewers are watching in your analytics. James says, question, how would you play Fable on the channel? Yes. Playing the new Fable? I 100% would like to play the new Fable on the channel. Yes. When that new Fable comes out next year, you're probably going to see it on the channel at some point. Yes. Inez, hey Inez, this is a question said, hey Cans, have you know that I used to be, oh, you used to be Swifty. Now my real question is, are you planning to play Goat Simulator 3? Because I think that would be hilarious. I see people playing Goat Simulator 3. I don't think I will, personally. I think it's silly. Yeah, I think it's funny. I think it's silly. But I think there's already awesome people out there that have already created enough content on it. So I probably won't, I probably won't be playing Goat Simulator 3. This is another question from Amanda Rain. Says, what is your favorite thing you own that is not a pet or PC console? Probably my annual passes. Probably my annual passes to Disneyland. Danielle really loves them. I love them. We love them. We use them, and that's it. I would say that's probably our favorite thing that we own. That is our favorite thing that we own. Next question I see is Wisdom on Tour. Do you have another hobby we don't know about yet? I don't think so. I play games, obviously, and I play softball. I was a big time I played a lot of baseball growing up. Baseball when I was a little kid, baseball in high school. I played baseball in high school. And I still go out there every week, almost 1 or 2 times a week, and I play softball now. So that's how I get my activities in, my exercise in, and I have a good time doing that. That's a hobby that I like to do. I used to have another hobby that I used to do Pokemon cards and baseball cards and things like that, sports cards, but that shit got too expensive. Way too expensive. Yeah. Way too expensive. Here's another question from Serendipity. Says, what does a day in the life look like outside of streaming? I actually have a video about that. I do. I actually have a day in the life kind of like thing about that. Well, maybe not. Maybe I guess outside of streaming. Maybe I don't. I do have a day in the life of a content creator on the members video, but not like not a day. When it's a day that I am not doing anything, when it's just like, okay, today's the day where you shouldn't do anything. Those days that I'm not doing anything, I'm not streaming. Those days I'm still doing something, and Danielle yells at me. She's like, why are you on your phone? Why are you doing this? I was like, well, I need to respond to this comment. I need to respond to this email. I need to respond to this tweet. You know, I'm just doing something. I'm checking, you know, I'm like, oh, this game's coming out. What time? When does this game come out? Oh, I got an email for a key, you know. So when I am not streaming, I am technically still doing stuff, but if I can finally get myself into the mode of like calm the hell down, I'm just sitting, not doing a damn thing. I'm sitting, not doing a damn thing, and I'm not talking, and I'm just zoning out, on a Let's Play series, maybe on YouTube, or I'm watching a movie, or I'm watching Seinfeld, and I'm probably eating some food. That's probably what I'm doing when I'm not doing any of this. There's a question from Eclipse. Eclipse says, will you eventually donate your hair to those who might need it? If I do decide to cut my hair, yeah, I probably most likely will. Danielle has done that in the past before, so I would probably do the same. Afro says, thank you for reading this chat as you interact. It helps so much when watching the VODs because I can't see chat on TV. No problem, no problem. Let me see, another Q. What do we have here? Another Q. Question here, what team do you support in the World Cup? I can't really answer that. I don't watch soccer or football. I don't watch that. So, I mean, go whoever. Here's from Molly Joe. Here's a question. It says, what recommendations do you have for someone who wants to buy a gaming PC / streaming setup, but has no idea where to begin? I have the funds saved up to buy good equipment, but overwhelmed by specs. I agree. I was always a console player. I never knew what the frick a computer was. I still, even now, have very little knowledge of computers. And what I did is I bought, and I know some people are going to be like, oh my God, but look, it's worked. I bought myself a pre-built PC. Off Amazon. And I looked up videos on how and what. Really, the main thing you want to know is processors, graphics card. I mean, obviously, RAM is a big deal. All these different little things like specs, right? Specs. You just want to learn specs. Look up a YouTube video. Learn about the specs. I got pre-built. I did pre-built. And I got my pre-built back in 2018. I am in need of an upgrade very soon. I do know that. But it's lasted me, what, 5 years now? Almost 5 years. So, pre-built, I mean, people can tell you don't go pre-built. But when you're when you don't know much about it, you know, you don't know much about computers, make sure you do your research on what things will work, you know, and just kind of find those pre-built computers that have those things that you know will work for your situation. It all depends on what kind of situation you're in, what kind of games you're looking at, what kind of games you're planning on playing, you know. But it's worked with me ever since. Question says, will you eventually? I already answered that one. Alex says, since you have a Honda, have you ever bumped into a Tesla? No. Like hit a Tesla? No, I've not hit a Tesla, right? Let me see. Where are any more Qs? Let's see. One Q. Let me see. Where's the Qs at? Where's the Qs? There's another Q. Serendipity says, what do you do for self-care when you step away from content creation? Any other hobbies? I know you like softball. What else? I travel quite a bit. I like to travel. I like to do things. I like to go places with Danielle. Really, we always have a goal, so to speak, and I think it helps us keep focus on what we're doing in life. Sometimes people can be stuck in a rut and not know where they're going, right? Not have a goal. So it's very important, at least for us, that we found out over the years, that it's always important to have a goal. You have to know that money is one thing, but also, like, you can't take it with you. Can't take it with you when when you go 6 feet under or others. So one thing that keeps Danielle and I focused on a daily basis is we always have something planned. Like, hey, we're going out of town 3 months from now, 4 months from now, 2 months from now, 1 month from now, 5 months from now, whatever it is. We're going to go out of town. We're going to spend time with each other. We're going to enjoy being out, right? And we're going to enjoy being on a break, vacation, whatever you want to call it, holiday. The one thing is that we have a countdown. Danielle has a countdown. She's like, all right, we have 82 days to this, 23 days to this, right? So that is the time when we really wind down, is during that time. Other than that, it's mostly like hands on deck. We're working and we're striving to get to that goal. Once we get to that goal, it's certainly something great, right? And then when we get back from that goal, we start it over again. We're like, all right, what's the next thing we do, right? What's the next thing we do? And then we strive again and we work hard until that goal is met. So that's kind of how we, you know, kind of wind down and do self-care. Self-care for us really comes down to being together, going somewhere on a holiday. That's really self-care for us for the most part. Yeah. Let me see another cue here. I see a cue. Oh God, I think I just lost all my cues. I'm gonna kind of catch up real quick, catch up a bit, see what I can do. Okay, so I'm at the very end piece of the questions here. I'm at the very recent. If there was a question that I missed, you can go ahead and ask me again. But I'm gonna go with Alex here. I see Alex question, so now I'm like kind of up to date with chat. Alex says, have you thought about doing a couples game, you and Danielle playing together in a stream? We have talked about it, like Overcooked and stuff, but she's very aggressive. She scares the hell out of me. I've played games with her in the past. She's very intense. It's just not, she doesn't play a lot of games, so she doesn't have like knowledge, and she doesn't have coordination very well when it comes to games. And I don't know if she really enjoys games that much anyways. So yeah, probably not. Probably not. Maybe, I don't know. You never know. You never know unless there's like some kind of like, I don't know, like unless there was some kind of like VR. She's really interested. She wants to try VR. Yeah, she definitely does. Sunflower says, how old are you? I am 26. I am 26. Yep, I am 26. Any other questions? Any other questions? Let's do a members meetup in Italy in February. Cans can come if you want. Here's another question from AKGM. What would you want to do if you weren't a streamer? Run my own business, and that's what I did. I ran my own business before I did streaming and all that. I'd go back into doing that, running a business that I like it. I like it a lot. I do like it a lot. And this is the same thing. This is like running my own business here even. So definitely for sure. Yeah. Question is, I find that there's a lot of drama on YouTube. How about you? I don't know of any drama on YouTube. I don't focus my ways that way. Claire says, which YouTubers / streamers do you like? Now, I like a lot of type of YouTubers and streamers. I really like, I like Tag. I like Grillmaster. I like Co-Carnage. I'm a big Co-Carnage. I like Co-Carnage. Northern Lion. Very big Northern Lion. Like Northern Lion. I'm talking bigger YouTubers. Of course, like, you know, the people that I talk to on a regular basis, of course I like them too, but I'm assuming I'm trying to go for like YouTubers, streamers that people like know almost universally type thing. So hopefully that answers a few of those questions. Nick Collins says, you mentioned how and why you started YouTube as a salary manager at Walmart. That's not content with this as a career. Would you recommend making videos solely for the fact of personal growth? You mentioned how and why you started YouTube as a salary manager at Walmart. That's not content with this as a career. Would you recommend making videos solely for the fact of personal growth? Try to re-ask that question for me again, because I don't want to answer it wrongly, and I don't know if I fully understand the question entirely. So re-ask that question again, Nick. Question, you missed mine before, right before Alex. What was your question, Sunny Ann? Here's another question, Amanda. Why does Danielle avoid the camera? I saw a video that maybe most haven't seen, but it seems like she'd be great as a co-star. She's just very nervous. She's very scared. She's nervous. There's very mean people on the internet sometimes, and she's very emotional. She's very sensitive too, and she's very scared if she were to read like a comment or something that would be directed towards her. She's afraid of that kind of thing, and I totally understand that, because I get a lot of ridiculous stuff thrown at me every day, but it's just part of it. you know. But she's like, I can't handle that as much as you. Yeah. Alex says, are you scared to play with Danielle because she's better than you, or because you don't want to show her up with your good skills? I'm scared of her because I'm scared she's gonna throw a haymaker, dude. That's what I'm that's what I'm scared of. I'm 26. You seem very mature for being that young. I'm 43. Do you find many older folks watch your content? Yeah, the vast majority, and I have the stats to back it up. Majority of the people that watch my my videos and streams are between the ages, I think, of 26 and 40. 26 and 40, that's the big majority. The vast minority is anyone below the age of 18. The people that are 60, I think it's 55 and above. Yeah, 55 and above. There's more people that are 55 and above that watch my channel than there are 18 and below. Yeah. Auntie Meow says, can you give Danielle a big hug from all of us, please? Absolutely. I absolutely will. She's not home, though. But I absolutely will when I see her. Yeah. Let me see. Let's see. Question from Zelda says, can you tell Danielle that I think she's beautiful and enjoy her presence when I see her? Absolutely. I can definitely tell her that. For sure. She would love to hear that. Little Penguin says, do you watch other types of channels other than gaming on YouTube? If so, what other kinds of videos do you like? I do, but they're mostly like vloggers that go to like amusement parks. Tim Tracker. I watch Tim Tracker. Anything that's kind of like revolving around Disneyland. I do that too. So it's more vloggers that go to theme parks and things like that. That's the only other ones that I don't watch that aren't gaming channels related. Bedtime says, oh, Grill is how I found your channel. Really? Grill is how you found my channel? Is that right? A question here from Sunny Ann says, when do you and Danielle start decorating for Christmas? We would have started decorating for Christmas yesterday, today, I guess, but we're not going to be home for Christmas, so we're not going to be doing decorations for Christmas this year. We're not putting up a Christmas tree or anything like that. We will be away for Christmas when that week comes. That week we're going to be gone and all that, so we aren't going to be decorating just because of that solely. Question from Amanda says, not a question, but she was dang beautiful in the after mentioned video, so there. A aforementioned video? Wait, which video? Wait, what? What video? Okay, Nick Collins. I am a manager at Walmart, but not happy with it. Would you recommend taking a chance with YouTube because I know video games make me happy? My answer to that, Nick Collins, is I would start doing YouTube as a hobby. Start posting videos as a hobby, and start doing that. Because some people that don't know, they want to do this, but there's a lot to it. And some people really don't like it after a while. Because you have to make sacrifices with doing this. You can't play your favorite games anymore, you know, and you have to miss releases, game releases, and things like that. So you got to do it out of the pure enjoyment for people. And you got to do it for the pure enjoyment of the viewer. And you have to make sure you are entertaining people. And you got to make sure that you are there for people. Because your sole job now is once you get to this stage, is people rely on you, and you have to be there as well. So some people can handle that, some people can do that, but not a lot of people can do that. If I was you and I was in a situation being a manager at Walmart, I would probably start making videos, posting videos, recording videos, seeing if I liked it, and if I liked it, keep growing from there. Your first 100 videos will not be as good as your last 100 videos, if that makes any sense. You will get better after every video. If you feel like, you know, your first 5-10 videos, you're like, man, I'm not that good. No, like keep working at it, because you will get better and better the more you do it. It's practice. You get more and more out of it. Hey, Yorkie, 54-year-old viewer there. Shout out to you, Yorkie. And I feel like, and Danielle's kind of picked this up before, and I feel like I kind of hear this from Danielle. Danielle's like, I mentioned to her that I have more of a mature audience, a more older audience, and I think it kind of comes down to like, there's a lot of people that might even think of me as their sister or their brother. They might think of me as their cousin. They might think of me as their son. They might like feel as if I'm their grandson, or their, or their just their own son. I think that's also another attraction to it as well. Chibi says a question here is, please tell Danielle she is amazing. I supported my husband when he was changing careers and the burden was huge, but it was totally worth it. Danielle must be happy to see you strive. And yes, that's another thing, is that I wouldn't be able to do this mostly if it wasn't for Danielle, because she helped me transition into this, because there was months and it's still uncertainty. Like right now, I'm not out of the woodworks, of course, but there's a lot of generous people in the community, and you've seen it in the last week, right? But I'm not out of the woodworks of being full sustainability. There's always uncertainty going into a new month, because I never know. There can be a time where people just don't show up, and they stop showing up, or they got tired of me and they're like, I'm done watching him, right? So yeah, there's definitely uncertainty there, but I'm making the best of it as much as I can for the last 6-7 months now. So yeah, she definitely has helped me transition, because there's been times where I've, the only thing I did was I made $600 in 1 month, and she worked at an older job. She worked full time, did minimum wage, and I made $600 in those months. Those suck. That sucked, dude. It did. But we had to figure it out. We had to make it work, and we did. We figured it out, and we made it work. So there's yeah. That's a hard one. There's a lot of blood and sweat and tears that have gone into being able to be where I'm at now, and it's hard. It's hard stuff for sure. Very hard. It is not easy. Susie T says, what's your favorite Christmas movie? Hands down, The Grinch Who Stole Christmas, featuring or starring Jim Carrey. My favorite all-time Christmas movie, 100% for sure. Yep. Question from Alex says, are you engaged / married? If not, when and where you are proposed? I am married. I am married. I've been married for 4 years. Our wedding anniversary is in December. We've been together for 11 years. We've been together since 2011. Hopefully that answers your question. Will you bring any Christmas gifts, Christmas games to the channel? I don't know. I don't think so. I probably won't. I don't even know what kind of Christmas games there are out there, but yeah. You watch Tim and Jen too? Hey, shout out to you. Where are you going for Christmas? Danielle and I are going to Disney for Christmas, because that's our favorite place, and we are celebrating my birthday on December 22nd. We are celebrating our wedding anniversary on December 23rd. We are celebrating Danielle's 1-year anniversary of her dad passing away on Christmas Eve. We're celebrating that on December 24th, and we're just celebrating Christmas Day on December 25th as well. For those of you that don't know, Danielle had lost her dad this last year on Christmas Eve. Last Christmas sucked for us. Last Christmas was hard. The people that were here during the channel, thank you all for being here back then, and thank you for the support even then. This Christmas, we want to get away. We want to get away for sure. Yeah. So, yeah. Let's see. Any more cues? Let's see. Any more cues? Sunflowers has another one saying, how do you keep your hair very curly and frizzy? I have short, wavy hair, but it's clean and gets extremely frizzy. So I have a perm. I do have a perm, so that helps out. But I also use activators like coconut oil. What is it? Coconut. I forgot what I use, but I use product in my hair that I think it's coconut something. But I use that in my hair. But most of the time it just stays like this, but I do get perms. So yeah. I've had 2 perms. Danielle's like, I think we need to get you another perm soon. I'm like, I don't want to fry my hair though. Question from Auntie Meow says, I hope you know how much we appreciate you. Oh, that was very sweet of you. Thank you, Auntie Meow. Thank you. Yeah, if my hair wasn't permed, it would be all straight. Yeah. It would be all straight. question from Alex. I guess this was a follow-up question for the marriage. What's the secret? Loyalty. People think marriage is a people think marriage is something. Like, marriage is marriage, but like, people don't realize when you get married, it's an oath that you take, an oath of loyalty. It's not just getting married. You're not just getting married. You're taking an oath of loyalty. It's not a piece of paper and your name's on it. So you're getting married. Make sure through anything you ever go through in life, you keep your oath and you keep your loyalty. That's the secret. Let's see. Anything else we got here? Any more questions? Any more? Let me see. Question from Penguin says, have you heard of a game called Immortal Life? I'm playing it right now and I think it's something you might like. It's on Steam. I don't think I've ever heard of Immortal Life. I do not think I have. Yeah. Don't think I ever have. Question from Yag Gaming says, what do you enjoy most about what you do? Making people smile. Making people laugh. I think that's making people feel good about themselves. That's the thing. This is the reason why I wake up every morning and do it. And I think being there for people, that's what I enjoy the most out of it. When people have a bad day, when people aren't feeling well, I've been in that position. I know exactly, you know, I've gone through stuff before there ever was a me on the internet. And I think that's the thing I most enjoy about it all. Gaming aside, I love just being there and making people laugh and all that good stuff. Clayton says, is there a game you've been patiently waiting for to come out you are planning on streaming? It would be Big Ambitions. Big Ambitions, I think, should come out in January, February, March, something like that. But that is a game I am 100% excited to stream and bring to the channel. Big Ambitions. I have played a video, made a video about it months ago, but that's a game I'm looking forward to very much so. Ines says, what is yours and Danielle, what is your and Danielle's favorite Disney ride? Mine is Splash Mountain. Hers is... That's a tough one. I don't know what hers is. I don't know. She might be Splash Mountain too, but she might be like Space Mountain too. I don't know. That's a tough one. I'll have to ask her. That's a good question. I never really knew, because we like them all for the most part. That's a good question. I'll have to ask her. Question, what's your favorite kind of donut? Maple bar. That's it. Maple bar, send me up with that. I'm open. Down the hatch. Question from Alex is, are you and Danielle planning on having babies, baby foreheads? I kind of went over this earlier in the stream. So that was like one of the first questions, like in the first like 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. I do answer that question. Neverly says, have you ever played Big Farm Story? I found it yesterday for like $6. I have never played Big Farm Story. I know of Big Farm Story, but I have never played it before. Sunflower says, when I first came to this channel and saw you live, a viewer described this channel as wholesome. True? I won't be the one to answer that. That will have to be the community to answer that. Nick says, what style of game do you play on your free time? I'm a little bit mixed in, but like I play sports management games. I play Out of the Park Baseball on Steam. I'm all over the place. I'm telling you, I like it all, baby. Out of the Park Baseball on Steam. I play that. I just now got into Persona 5. Very much enjoying that. I play Call of Duty. Yep, I play Call of Duty. Those are like the 3 games I'm playing right now. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I think those are so far what I have narrowed it down to right now. Yeah. Shyla, hey, creepy. Says, is there a place in time and space and dimensions you would like to visit? Doesn't matter if it's real or fiction. Yeah, dude, there is. I would love to, at least, I know, like, back then it was different, but I think it would be cool to experience a few eras, so to speak. I think I would have loved to been a teenager, maybe even an adult in the 80s. I think I would have gone to the 20s, you know, 1920s. Kind of like that, yeah. 1920s, 1980s. I think I would like to like go back in time and see what that was like. Let me see what else. Let me see. Question of more cues. We see a while back I told you about the game Staxel. Have you played it yet? It's a bit slow paced, but it's fun, and I think you would really enjoy it, whether it's on stream or not. I have not played it. I have not played it, but I know what you're talking about on Staxel. But yeah, I just haven't played it. Question: do you like cheese? Yes, I do like cheese. Question from Amanda says, what is your favorite Halo game? My favorite all-time Halo game, probably one of my favorite Halo game of all time. And favorite games of all time, sorry. One of my favorite games of all time for its era, Halo 3. I have incredible memories with that. My peak in gaming was Halo 3 when it was out. That's it. That's absolutely it. Sunflower says, what makes a good console game? Do you have a favorite console? I don't know what makes a good console game. As far as favorite consoles, I have all different kinds of consoles. I have the Switch, I have the PlayStation 4, I have the Xbox Series X. And now, ever since I started YouTube, I don't really play on those consoles very much anymore. Xbox Series X, I have like in the living room for casual time. I've always grown up with Xboxes. I have a Nintendo 64. Yeah, I don't really have a favorite console, but I do prefer to lean towards Xbox, I think, more because consumer friendly. I really like how consumer friendly it is. Question: favorite Disney movie? All-time Disney favorite Disney movie is Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Answered. Question would be by Alex. Can we get the side view and foot view? I had to ask this question. I would. I don't have the camera hooked up right now, but otherwise I definitely would have. Question: would you be your who would be your 3 favorite dinner guests? Someone alive, someone dead, and fictional character. I would have Walt Disney first. I would have Mookie Betts, and I would have Chris Tucker. Those are the 3. I would like to have dinner with Walt Disney, have dinner with Chris Tucker, have dinner with shoot, that's tough. Okay, maybe drop Chris Tucker. I'll go Walt Disney, no Chris Tucker. I'll go Mookie Betts, and I'll go Chris Farley. Chris Farley. That's what I would do. Let me see more cues here. More cues. Where do you find the indie games you stream? Nowadays, it's more or less emails. I get a lot of emails. I get a lot of insight. I find other. I research my other YouTube channels. I look at the popular upcoming. I look at upcoming in general, just the upcoming market, what's coming out soon. That's how I kind of find my games I stream. Cassie says, do you think you will ever come over to Australia for a holiday? I would love to. It would be a hell of a flight, but I think that would be sick. Absolutely. I definitely, if I ever had the means or able, if I was able to ever do something that extravagant, I definitely would. What's your opinion on Hawaiian pizza? I like it. Believe it or not, my favorite Halo is Halo 1. Oh yeah, Halo 1, very good. Question from Sunflowers: how come you don't stream from your console? I used to back in the day. I used to. I don't anymore because most of the indie games that are out and that I play, they're not on console. They're only on PC. So most of my gaming I do is only because these games are strictly for PC. But I used to actually record a lot. That's where I started. I started out with console gaming on my channel, recording, streaming, and then I transitioned into PC gaming, not exclusively, but for like the big majority. Question from Yag says, what made you get into YouTube and streaming? Sorry if this was already asked. I was always fascinated by YouTube. I was always fascinated about streaming. I was always fascinated about interactions. I was always fascinated about community. I was always fascinated about that there's people like-minded that don't live near you. The people that surround you in real life, you're not going to find a lot of like-minded people. But on the internet, you can find a lot of like-minded people for sure. And you can share experiences and share and spend time and talk about whatever you want to talk about and really enjoy the same thing. So I think that's what really intrigued me about it. But yeah. Hopefully that answers that. That's why I kind of got into YouTube and streaming. And then, like, obviously I wanted to be a voice for people as well. I wanted to be a voice for people that were alone, that weren't feeling well, whatever it was. Someone that could at least be there for them. I definitely wanted to be that person as well, as there was times where I went through stuff in life that I turned to YouTube as a therapy use, and it got me through some dark times for sure. So, but I wanted to return the favor and be that person. Question is, if you could be any character in a computer or video game, who would it be? If I could be a person or anything, I'd probably be Master Chief. Master Chief's a badass. Batman and Little Goat, yes. Who's Mookie Betts? He is a Mookie Betts is a baseball player. Yeah. What state do you live in? I live in California. I live in California, the Golden State. Story Seasons Pioneers of Olive Town, yay or nay? I would say yay, but I've never played it. I would play it. I would try it. I would see it. I would give it a run for sure. Yeah. I would definitely give it a shot. Who is Mookie? Yeah, Mookie Betts is a baseball player. I like Halo 1 and 2. I've never played the others. Halo 3 and Halo Reach. Those were good games. Those games. The other games, not so much, but Halo 3 and Halo Reach, very good. Do you ever play any of Assassin's Creed series? If you ever, which one did you like? I played them in the early days. I stopped playing them now because they just get too much. Assassin's Creed 1 was good. Assassin's Creed 2 I liked. I played a little bit of Assassin's Creed 3, a little bit of Assassin's Creed 4, but after that I kind of just stopped playing the Assassin's Creed for the most part. Let's see, any more cues? Would you ever do collabs on your channel? I would do collabs on my channel, but it would have to be it has to be with very hardworking, credible people and people that I can line up with and kind of have good chemistry with. But I would be open for it. But I'm very protective over my channel. I'm very protected over my my community as a whole. So it takes a lot, but I'm definitely open for it. If you could go to any planet, what one would you go to? And if you could choose one of the doggos or Danielle, who would you take? Planet? I don't want to go to a planet. I want to stay here. I want to stay on Earth. I don't want to go to any other planet. No. Any more cues? Let's see. Cues. What's your full address? It is... God, what is it? Hang on a second. Let me see if I can find it. My address is 1313 Harbor Boulevard. 1313 Harbor Boulevard. Right? Is that it is? Yeah, 1313 Harbor Boulevard. Sorry, 1313 South Harbor Boulevard. Yeah. So just look up 1313 South Harbor Boulevard and you will find me. Yeah. Hope that answers that question as well. Sunflower says, doesn't YouTube do some convention in California? Have you been to it? I think they started to do VidCon, but I think this year was like their first one. But I've never been to any convention ever before. Creepy says, if you and Danielle ever decide to visit one of the countries outside of the USA, would you consider one of the subscribers and or members to host you? Or would you prefer a hotel? I would probably prefer a hotel. Yeah, I'm a little strange about certain things when it comes to just personal things. I'm a little weird when it comes to things, but I would probably do a hotel. Ever consider bringing non-US games to your channel? I do that all the time, every day. I did that today. Yeah, all the time. I bring those types of games. I bring all sorts of games every day. Would you ever do a podcast or be a guest on one, or at least? I would. Yeah, I would do a podcast, or I'd be a guest on one. Either would. I think it'd be really fun. It'd be really fun for sure. Have I ever met a YouTuber in person? I have. I have met a YouTuber in person. Yep. Do you watch anime? If so, what do you watch? I don't. I'm trying to get into anime, but I haven't like watched a lot. Nope. Do you think YouTube is still heading in the right direction, or does it need to change in 2023? YouTube right now is heading in a great direction. YouTube in 2023 will change. They have we already know, at least some of us and the creators know where it's changing and what's going on in next year. So I can't really talk too much about that, but yeah, it's changing in 2023. Do you have a day job? This is my day job. This is my day job. This is how I make a living right here. You got it, Yorkie. You got it, Yorkie. You got it. Everyone typed in 1313 South Harbor Boulevard. I will say I have been oh god, I think I got everyone on that one. Queen Zelda says, why do you like YouTube better than Twitch? It's not really much so I'll kind of explain to you here. When I was starting on YouTube, I did YouTube and Twitch both at the same time, kind of during early 2020 in a way, and I found more success on YouTube than I did on Twitch because I was recording videos and putting it on YouTube. I was also streaming on Twitch and things like that. But I started to get really a following and interaction more on YouTube. And then it became to a point where at that time, there was a lot of hate going on. There was a lot of those hate groups diving into people's Twitch chats, small streamers to be exact. And just hate raids. That's what they were called. They were called hate raids. And that was going on at that time. And it was awful. It was absolutely awful. Whether it be just the way someone looked, their sexual preference, their sexual orientation, whatever it is. People would stow up in the Reddits. And then they would like send a mob of people over to some random person that they didn't like and just destroy them. There were hate raids. And it was awful. So there was a time, and OG people know that we're around here. I know Queen, Snoo Queen, she was here for it. She saw the creation of me doing YouTube and Twitch, and she saw that there was a point in time where I said, hey guys, hey, my big YouTube following that's way bigger than my Twitch, come on over to Twitch and watch me live. And guess what? Nobody showed up. Even though I had thousands of subscribers on YouTube, nobody went to Twitch because people have their preferences. And that's just how it's going to be. So whatever audience you build, you're going to build an audience on Twitch. You're going to build an audience on YouTube. That audience, most of the time, will stay on their preferred platform, whether it be YouTube or Twitch. YouTube has way more people on it than has way more viewers on it than Twitch does. So there's a bigger market in YouTube, but when it comes to like which platform do you like the most, I like YouTube because it's easier to moderate and I can be more creative here than I can on Twitch. I can't be as creative on Twitch, and yeah, I can make videos, I can do shorts, I can make streams on YouTube. You can't do all that kind of stuff on Twitch, and you know, all that stuff. Question, is streaming on YouTube easier than Twitch? I think not. I think streaming on YouTube is harder than on Twitch. I think Twitch has a very easy going UI and has a very user-friendly situation going on there. I think for sure you will definitely have easier streaming. You'll have an easier time streaming on Twitch than you do YouTube. Yeah. Let's see here. Question, have you ever been swatted? No, I have not, and I never wish that to happen to anyone or to me. Question, would you ever get a cat? I actually had a cat before. I've had cats in the past. Now I don't think so, just because of where I'm living. Plus we have like open cage guinea pigs too, and I'm kind of scared of cats in open cage. I know a lot of people say that doesn't happen, but I'm just nervous on what could happen. Not all cats and not all dogs are going to be the way you expect them to be, right? You never know what you get. Question, have you ever been convicted or gone to prison or jail? If so, what did you do? I've never been convicted. I've never gone to prison. I have gone to jail because I was actually trying to get a job there, not because I was arrested. But I had gone to jail multiple times because I was trying to get a job there before I did YouTube. But I'd never been arrested, no. The closest thing I've ever broken the law was running a red light. And that was back in 2014, and I went to driving school and all that good stuff. It was expensive as hell. Never made that mistake again. Let's see. Any more cues? Have you considered incorporating voice chat during the member streams? I have, but it's hard to, because if I did, there would be a lot of people, and you could be like, oh well, you can do 6 people at a time, 5 people at a time, or people playing the game at the time, which would be good and cool, but there would be people that would be left out ultimately. And that's kind of what I don't want. I don't want people to be left out ultimately. So if nobody joins, then, you know, if it's just me, then that's good, right? You know, I'm not leaving anybody out. Everybody's treated fairly equally, you know, and all that good stuff. It's already hard enough to get as many different people into the Jackbox games and things like that, because everybody wants to play ultimately, right? For sure. But yeah, and plus I'm very protected about who I broadcast anyways. You know, you know, there's fine lines that I don't want people to cross when talking. Some people will say whatever they want and all that stuff, and I don't want that to be kind of like put on the channel or for whatever, you know, whatever somebody says, or any, you know, you never know what someone could do or say or anything like that. So it's kind of like me controlling the situation as well. Another question is, will you ever play multiplayer games with some of us? I have thought about it. I've thought about having like a Minecraft server as well, but that costs money, and it can definitely, once a lot of people join in, it can be really hard on the servers, and then you got to pay more to get more, I forgot what it's called, but you got to pay more to get bigger servers and things like that. So I've thought about it. But then again, like, even then, like, I haven't really had enough, like, I don't really get a lot of free time to just play casually with multiplayer, unless I did like a members multiplayer game. But then even then, I'm afraid that people will not everybody will be able to get in, you know what I mean? Like, and people will be left out, and I don't want people to feel left out, you know? So it's a very hard thing to balance, for sure. I need a job that pays the bills. How does one make money on YouTube? Well, there's vast amounts of ways. There's super chat, there's donations, there's memberships, there's ad revenue, there's Patreon, there's t-shirts buying, there's all these different kinds of ways to go about, right? There's partnerships, there's sponsorships. I've done sponsorship. I don't get paid for partnership, at least this partnership, but I've done sponsorship streams and videos in the past where you get paid. You get paid like, I don't know, like 20 bucks a video or something like that, or maybe $100 a video. I've done a $100 stream before, a sponsorship stream, but that's pretty much that. Nothing too big, but there's all different kinds of ways to make money. You just gotta put in the work, right? Absolutely. Question is, what do you think about making a special stream where you visit our towns and decom and comment on it? Yeah, no, yeah, I'm definitely open for that, for sure. I think that would be fun. I think that would be fun, for sure. And maybe we can do that when decom starts to like get into a more hype state. Maybe we can do that in like a 1.0 celebration type thing, like Dinkum becomes full release. Let's check to see how everybody's villages are doing up to this point type thing, you know? How's everybody's village at 1.0, you know what I mean? Yeah. Maybe that's what we can do. Question is, how do you get started streaming? Is it hard? How do you get started streaming? What do you mean, like how do I get started streaming, like before I stream, like in a stream, or like ever? Like, how did I get started into streaming ever? Question is, in case of any apocalypse happening, what are the 5 things you should take with you? Danielle, pets, care, taking safe of and safe. How long do you think you'd be able to survive in an apocalypse? Oh, dude, I don't even know. I probably would be the first to die. Honestly, they'd be going after my hair. No, I don't think I don't know what I would bring with me. I don't know. I probably would just succumb to the realities of life at that point. Question, are you going to be playing more Honey, I Joined the Cult? And if so, can I still be a hot blonde and have a TV and a Switch in my room? I might be doing Honey, I Joined the Cult, maybe. I looked at the last stream that we did, and it seemed like it didn't, you know, people stopped, weren't so interested in it anymore. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Not disregarding it. I'm not taking it off the shack, off of the track completely. But yeah, Fane says, do you currently make a comfortable amount of money compared to a full-time job like the one in Radio Shack? Right now, in the past 6 months, I have. Yes, I have. Is it still where I would like it to be? Of course, like, not yet, but it's good. It's definitely way better now than it was in the beginning of the year, for sure. The thing is that, like I said, every month is a new month, and I don't know who will show up that month. I don't know if the same people will, or if people will get old and tired and be like, I'm done with this guy. Yeah, you know, it's the sustainability. That's what I'm reaching for the most, is sustainability. Nicole says, would you ever play Valheim or No Man's Sky? I play Valheim in my own free time. No Man's Sky, never played it. I was always interested in it, but always left a bad taste when it first released, with the lies and all that stuff that they did. But I have played Valheim in my free time quite often, actually, with my brother. So there's, you know, I've done that. Would I bring it to the channel? I don't know if I would bring it to the channel. I don't think so. Would you do a cooking stream where you try cooking cakes or something to make it? Yes. So I would love to do a cooking stream and things like that. I just don't have a big house. I don't have a big area right now. Working as much as we do, Danielle with the promotion, me doing this, trying my best to kind of iron that stuff out in the future, where maybe we can move somewhere in the future, maybe we can have better equipment. We can have proper video camera equipment that doesn't just revolve around here, but I can take somewhere else. That's with like the, you know, the donations through tips, not super chats, but like through tips and stuff like that. That all goes into like an offshore account, so to speak, to help me take care of expenses that I need to take on the channel and all that. So yeah, stuff like that. The Patreon obviously is Patreon. Same thing with the Patreon. The money that's raised through Patreon, that goes into an offshore account so that I can make upgrades as well to the equipment that we have as well. So all those things. Follow-up question: are you good at cooking? No, I cannot cook. I cannot cook. I need a woman in my life to cook. I do. I need a spicy lady to cook for me, because I will die if I cannot. I will die if I do not have a woman. Do you see this being your long-term career, or do you have other long-term goals in mind? So they say the average content creator lasts about 7 years. So if I can get past 7 years, I think that's good. But I think the most important thing is I want to always do this, but I got to make sure that I can do this and then my future is also taken care of, which is the hardest thing as well, right? Because, you know, I don't know where we're going to be here in 7 years, let alone I don't know where I'm going to be here in 1 year. You know, will it all fall apart next year? Will it all fall apart tomorrow, next month? That's the uncertainty of YouTube. You never know. And the best thing that you can do is try to set yourself up for those unfortunate things that could happen later down the road. Yeah. Question: are you ever gonna try Commonhood again once they get more updates? Maybe. I feel like that game's lacking content. I do. I feel like the game's lacking content, kind of. I just kind of like, I don't know. I feel like it is. That's just me, though. Fane says, I'm so happy to hear you've reached that amount. You deserve it so much. Oh, thank you, Fane. That was very sweet of you. Sunflower says, thanks for wearing your glasses while streaming. As someone that wears glasses, I am happy to see others too. I cannot wear contacts. May we see you without them for a second? Oh yeah, sometimes I wear them, sometimes I don't. Yeah. Sometimes I wear them, sometimes I don't. I think like the other day I didn't wear them, but that nose imprint. Which, by the way, Black Friday sells right now. Gamer Advantage. You can get a pair of glasses for like 45-50% off right now if you use code CANS. Check it out. If you need some blue light glasses, prescription glasses too, check them out. How can you tell if someone on YouTube is very genuine? Oh, I don't know. You gotta hopefully think. Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough question. That's a very tough question. I don't think you can really tell. Can you? I don't know. What kind of, like, I don't know. I mean, what kind of, I don't know. I do not know the answer to that. Ever played Grounded or open world survival games? I've never played Grounded. Open world survival games. I am not good at open world survival games. Yeah, more or less. Like I'm never really good at them. If you saw my missing up dog, would you keep it? How dare you? Did you answer how you know what your audience is watching? I had to leave for a bit. Yeah, you just check in your analytics. You check in your analytics and you can see what channels your audience is watching. Absolutely. And if they don't show up, then it might be because you don't have a big enough audience yet. I'm not sure. I don't know. It all depends. But at least for me, I just go into my analytics and I click on my audience tab and it shows me. Have a good night. Have a good night, Peter. Offshore account, did you say? You mean you want to avoid paying taxes? I think you meant something else. Oh, well, yeah, no, not not that. Oh, yeah. No, like just another account that's dedicated for business expenditures. In my adult life, I've never really had a W-2. I think maybe one time I had a W-2, but other than that, I paid taxes every single year. I've been self-employed for 7-8 years now. Question: are you going to have kids? I kind of answered that in the beginning of the 10-15 minute period. It's kind of it's a spicy subject, but I did answer that one. In the like 10-15 minutes, you can go back easily. What do we have to do to get you to play The Sims? Probably wait until the new Sims comes out. That's probably what you have to do. Have a good one, Serendipity. Have a good one as well. I'm trying to answer as many questions as I can. Absolutely. Green Plum, you got some questions too? Yeah, what's up? More or less with you on Commonhood. It came across to me as a game with lots of potential, but not enough carry through on terms of content or bug avoidance. Yeah, I feel you on that. You missed a lot of... Well, the thing is like, I'm not saying like content as in like, you missed a lot of content. I'm not saying like content as in like, you know, oh, you didn't build this or you didn't build that or this. I mean, I feel like it's a very linear thing. Like, I wasn't expecting it to be so like, you go here, you build this, then you go to another area, you build that. You go to another area, you build that. You go to another area and you build that. There's not enough character, I don't think, interactions in it, which I freaking think. Which I wish there was more character interactions. There's not a lot of character interactions in that game. Do you think I'm genuine? Hey! Yes, I do, Green Plum. Question. Okay, not a question, but we want baby foreheads. I see. When are you coming over for supper? Right now, Kreger. I've got a lot of Red Dead Redemption audience. You got a lot of do you have like a lot of Red Dead Redemption videos going on right now? Yeah. Would you play 7 Days to Die? I might. Yeah, I might. How long did it take for you to become monetized? I became monetized in 2021's June of 2021. Last June is when I became monetized. Prior to that, it took me almost a year. Yep, almost a year. So 2022, middle of 2022-ish, going into June of 2021. What tax service do I use? Like TurboTax, yeah. What hobbies do you have outside of gaming? I play a lot of softball. Yeah, I play a lot of softball. Softball and traveling. They said years for Sims 5. Then there you go. Then you gotta be around for years to see the Sims, baby. Do you have any collections? For example, I collect enamel. Yeah. Well, I do have collections. I have different kinds of collections. I collect like pop figures. I collect like Roger Rabbit stuff. I collect Seinfeld stuff. I collect Game Informers. Or I used to, at least. Trying to see what else, other things. My room's a wreck right now because we're moving stuff around. But I collect a little bit of everything, yeah. Do I have any tattoos? I do not have any tattoos. I'm afraid of needles. Favorite foods? Anything that I can put in my mouth. I like Chinese food a lot, though. I do. I wish I could have Chinese food a lot, but my God, it's expensive. At least where I live. It's very expensive. Which oh, sushi. I love sushi, though. God damn it. Yeah, sushi's good, too. Which Jackbox game do I need to have to download to participate on Sunday stream? None. All you gotta have is a web browser. You don't have to download any game to be a part of it. Nope. You just gotta have a web browser. I made one of my meme videos on Red Dead. Blew up with 60,000 views. See, it sounds like you fell into a niche too. Blew up with 60,000. Now my channel either dead or I keep posting Red Dead stuff. Yeah. That's That's like that is exactly fallen into a niche there. Do you mind all the reproductive questions? I personally think they're I mean I'm not batting an eye. I don't know. Would you make a knitting video? Who? Do you read? No, I can hardly read as it is. I'm very dyslexic or something. I think I am dyslexic, dude. You've seen me read these games, right? When are you get the RTX 4090? And will you do a 4090 giveaway? Dude, I don't know. I would like to I don't know. I need to get an upgrade soon on my PC. Yeah, soon. Maybe next year. Thoughts on Indian food? I've never really had Indian food. There's not like an Indian cuisine, I don't think, near me. General Tso's is good. Is great. I'm afraid of needles as I got one tattoo when I turned 30 years old on my birthday. My hubby's name on my wrist. Oh, that must have hurt though on your wrist. My lord. Rockstar killed Red Dead. No updates. I didn't know they stopped doing updates completely on that. I hate needles and have 3 tats and working on a 4th. I'm very like, and like, if I see blood, I can't get my blood drawn and all that. Like, creeps me out, man. How do you handle trolls? Very simple. I either make a t-shirt out of them and sell it to a bunch of people, like I did with Theodore, or I just block them. I just ban them from the channel. Yeah, I probably ban people quite often, more than people think, on a daily basis. Thoughts on Italian food? Fantastic. You have any plans for Christmas or just keeping it low key? We are going out of town for Christmas. We will be out of town this week or sorry, not this week. We will be out of town the week of Christmas. Yes. Would I consider visiting New York? Yeah, I would definitely go to New York. Yeah, so how long have we been sitting here for? 2 hours? 2 hours of answering questions and all that? I think I got all the questions answered, right? Did I do good? Did everybody get what they wanted? I think everybody did, right? What are you doing next year for Christmas? I don't know. I haven't gone that far yet. I have to get past this Christmas. What am I looking forward to in 2023? I think I'm, like I said, working on the channel, becoming a better content creator. That's what I'm looking forward to in 2023. Not in 2003, but 2023. Anybody else? Anybody else has any more questions? They're more than welcome to say it. I'll kind of talk about it. I'll kind of like just talk about what people are thinking right now for a little bit, if you don't mind. Can you sing? Have you seen my video on the karaoke that I posted like a couple days ago? You're gonna keep the hair growing indefinitely? It looks luscious. Yeah, the hair is definitely going to be being grown out. It's superstition. Best moment since you started your YouTube career. Best moment. Best moment. There's been a couple of moments that I really loved. And it's mostly off of like screen. The DMs from people that I got in Discord a few times this year. Some people saying amazing things. Some people saying how I saved their life. How I inspired them to finish school. How I inspired them to make their own YouTube channel. I think those are the best. Those are the best moments so far, for sure. When will I do this again? Maybe in 2 years. Maybe 2 years from now. Would I get a boat? I don't know. Probably not. Too much to maintain. How do you stay very mature, kind, and positive? Even though you are younger, I find you to be a genuine great role model. I don't know, just be myself, I guess. That's pretty much it. Stand up for what I believe in and be myself. That's pretty much all I can really say for that. What game stood out for you this year? Easily has to be Dinkum. That's pretty much it. Dinkum stood out because Dinkum happened so fast. Dinkum, I learned of Dinkum through my research. I learned of Dinkum 2 days before that game came out, and I was this like so like I turned my computer off. I was never gonna stream that game. I said, you know what, this isn't gonna be good. The people aren't gonna like Dinkum. They're not gonna like an Animal Crossing type game, and I turned my computer off. And then that was like 2 days before, and then like a day before it came out, I was like, I don't know, maybe I should just give it a shot. I was like crunching on money. I was like, I don't have a lot of money to really spare. I'm gonna have to, I can't get a key for this game. I'm gonna have to spend my money on this game. This is gonna have to be a shot in the dark. If it turns out well, it turns out well. If it doesn't, then, you know, I'll have to eat what I sow, you know, and eat what I, you know, I'll have to take the L and have to move on to the next thing. And I was like, whatever, I'll just do it. And then I did it. And then I streamed Dinkum, and my God, that was a decision that I almost missed out on. I mean, that was an opportunity I almost missed out on for sure. Kind of crazy. It's crazy how things work out, I tell you what. I really want to start streaming, but I'm unsure how to do it. Any advice? The way I learned how to do everything I do now is YouTube. YouTube will be your best friend. Look up any video, any question you have. How do I start streaming? What do I need to stream? All those questions are very answered and detailed, and you will find all those great answers or good answers on YouTube. And that's how I started. I really looked up advice on YouTube for sure. Yeah. How did you propose to your wife? I proposed to her. Let's see. Hang on a sec. Where did I see that question? I proposed to her on July 6th of 2018. I will always remember that because July 6th is 7/6, and Fallout 76, I believe, is coming out that year. But I proposed to her on July 6th in front of the castle, in front of the place that she always wanted to be proposed to as a kid. She grew up wanting to be proposed in front of the castle at Disneyland. That's where I did it. I made sure I did what her dreams were. Did you ever play Animal Shelter? I did. Yep, I have streams of it on the channel. There's actually, I'll tell you all a secret here. You want to know a secret? I'll tell you a secret. I don't know what episode it is, but if someone can find it and timestamp it, that would be sick. It's probably the last 10 episodes or so. And this was like one of the first real series I ever did on the channel. Mercenaries, Playground of Destruction playlist. Towards like the last 10, 15 episodes maybe, I actually I edit my video in one of those, in that Let's Play. I actually show a video of me proposing to Danielle in that series. That's like a super secret Easter egg. Yeah, Mercenaries, I show me proposing to Danielle. That's total Kanz lore, that nobody would ever find that video, or ever anybody would find that segment unless they watched every single video of mine, or watched every single video and every single moment of that Let's Play series. So I do put like Easter eggs in my videos. Some people have caught on to them, but not a lot. But I have put, that's a secret. So there's a secret there. I saw you have a P.O. box. What's the craziest thing anyone has sent you? Nothing, I mean, nothing too crazy. Everything has been good. Yeah. I mean, nobody has sent me a pair of their underwear yet. Not yet. But I used to work in that situation a lot. I mean, I used to sell underwear for a living before YouTube. Do you ever get recognized for being on YouTube? No. Nope. Coffee or tea? Both. Honeypot says, I found you through Decom. Oh, very good. A great series. I'm happy to have found you. Oh, that was very nice of you, Honeypot. Did you pick up Black Friday games from Steam? Not yet. I haven't had a chance really, other than that video I made. I haven't really looked over it through myself yet. I might today after today's stream. After I wrap up this, I might take a look at it. Did she suspect you were going to propose to her that day? She did not, because we went to San Diego the day before. And we were with her dad. She had no idea. Who's my favorite superhero? Probably my mom. Yeah, probably my mom. I learned from YouTube. Yeah, see, I learned from YouTube too. Best cans next few streams. I'll tell you the timestamp. I'll watch every single episode. Do you like the water bottle I gave you? Absolutely. I use it on a almost daily basis. Even Danielle takes it to work with her too. There was an Easter egg. He was on a speakerphone with Danielle and mother-in-law while he was recording. He kept it in. Yeah. I think that was in, I forgot what game that was in. That was in, there's one, like, I think there was one I was on, there's been a couple times where I definitely have, had speaker calls before. I've had FaceTime calls come up on videos and things like that. Stuff like that. I definitely have, I have some funny moments for sure that I do out of the blue. That will catch people off guard sometimes. How do I drink coffee? Hot and cold. Netflix or Hulu, both. We like the same games. How do you find the ones you play? I just do my research. Yeah, I do my research for sure. How do you find the games you play on stream? I do my research. Yeah, I do my research. Very much so. Very much so. I'm a big Willy Wonka fan, and it always brings a smile to my face hearing that song at the end. I always either hum or sing the song afterwards. Yeah, and that's even that, Maggie May. Even you saying that, like my outro songs to my streams. I don't know if anybody notices it, but like it's a, it's a different version. It's like a techno version of Pure Imagination of the Willy Wonka song. So. Does living in California make earning a living on YouTube easier? I know some YouTubers that move to California because they have a channel. No, it makes it harder. Living in California is very expensive. But I think people that move to California, if you're looking at YouTubers that move to California, they're moving to California because they are a big channel and they do a lot of business in California. A lot of business is done in California when it comes to like big corporations, big companies and things like that. But I see a lot of YouTubers I like to follow. They move to Florida and stuff like that. I know the ladies I want someone to ask to you is, so I'll say it. Can we see you topless? What? No. OnlyFans. Can we expect in the future longer streams like you did the Corey? That was a ton of fun. I think, yeah, you could probably expect something like that in the future for sure. For special times for sure, like special times, kind of like the Halloween thing. Maybe another special time towards Christmas, since I'm not going to be here for Christmas, and maybe I do like something like a pre-birthday stream or something like that. Winky face, I have things brewing kind of thing. I just got to figure out what would be a fun idea. Because even as a content creator, you have to definitely be creative. That's something it's very hard. Favorite TV show, movie? Favorite TV show, Seinfeld. One of my favorite movies is Beverly Hills Ninja, baby. I should move to Nevada. I always leave the outro song to play because I love it. Which YouTubers do I follow? I kind of answered this already, but I'll answer it again. I follow like Tag. I follow Tag. I follow Grillmaster. Like right now, I guess, because it does change periodically. Let me see here. I'll give you a more informative, like if you're talking like, because I think someone asked me what's my favorite streamer slash YouTuber, and then I answer. But YouTubers I follow right now, that's a little bit different. So let me answer that one here real quick, because it's changing. It's forever evolving. Because, you know, believe it or not, I learn from my peers as well. I follow Raptor. I learn from what they do, and I try to do what they do and like take a spin on it. Who else is here? There's an awesome YouTuber. He's this very, very small YouTuber, but he's an Australian YouTuber that I absolutely love. I watch most of his content when I'm chilling out. I watched Ginger. Yeah, the Ginger recently. Blarla, I've seen her videos. Play with Josh, I watched some of his reviews. Just seen anyone on my like recent lists. Pretty much on my recent list right now. Question. I follow a gamer on YouTube, sorry. She makes the point to have multiple channels for different content because viewers complain about it. Yeah, I think when you have a big enough audience, there's definitely for sure a time and place where you you make multiple channels, especially when you are able to hire editors and things like that and people to run some of the show for you, for sure. Make different channels. I've thought about it in the past. I just don't have a big enough audience to make another channel, and I don't have a lot of time, and I don't have anybody to hire as far as editor goes. And I can't afford to hire anybody at this given time. But you know, as things get bigger and things get going on and on like that, and if we continue to grow, maybe in the future I'll be able to afford an editor that can help me with making another channel where I can put like VODs or something like that. I can put VODs, I can put games that I don't usually play on the channel, you know, maybe put a variety of games elsewhere, things like that. You just finished watching Grill Master? The same ones I'm watching too whenever I can't stop my cans. Yeah, and that's the thing, like I'm watching, and that's the thing that you all have to realize, like I'm watching the YouTubers you guys watch. Like I go into my analytics, I see all the YouTubers, all the YouTube channels you guys follow too, and I watch them because if you like them, then I got to do something that they're doing so that you'll like me too. So I watch them because I know you all are watching them. Would you ever play a game with any viewers? I would think you'd enjoy Jackbox game. We do play Jackbox with viewers, but we do that for members only streams. Game Edge, yeah, I do follow Game Edge. Yep, I do follow Game Edge. I think there's a Scapegoat too. Scapegoat as well. I don't know if anybody knows Scapegoat. What do you think of Jacksepticeye and Markiplier? I think Markiplier is one of the most handsome freaking devils ever. I think he's absolutely handsome. I think he has an incredible voice, but I don't watch them really at all. Are you ever going to stream Stranded Alien Dawn again? Yes, I will be. I got an email yesterday. They have a new update coming out for Stranded Alien Dawn on December 1st. So when the new update comes out, I'm going to stream that game again. Do you watch Mika? I don't know who that is. How can I join Jackbox games with you? You have to become a member of the channel. Yeah, it's a members only thing I do. If you can see what I watch, I better unfollow some channels. I noticed you're wearing nail polish. That's interesting. What brands do you use? I'm only wearing nail polish. Not because, I mean, the only reason why I'm wearing nail polish is because I have a bad habit. When I'm anxious and stressed out, I chew on my nails to the, you know, as short as they go. And so what I've done is I put polish on, and I've put that, you know what, that terrible, that gloss, I don't know what it's called, but that gloss you put on, that terrible tasting gloss so you don't bite on your nails. That's the only reason why. I don't normally have nail polish on, but recently I just been really stressed and anxious, so I've been chewing on my nails, and I'm like, I need to stop. And the taste of it is terrible, dude. Absolutely terrible. So I've stopped doing that. What's your favorite Thanksgiving leftover? Ooh, probably mashed potatoes and stuffing. My fiance watches Markiplier and Jacksepticeye more than me. They're good entertainers. They're great. They're great for sure. They are great. I just don't watch a lot of them stuff. I don't even want to know how much I screw up your analytics as to your viewers watching stuff, because mine change so much based on how horrible I feel each time I wake up and when I sleep. Yeah. Don't ever think that, because, you know, don't think like what you're thinking is like, hopefully I didn't make anybody self-conscious about the fact who they're watching and things like that. Some people also have public subscriptions, so I can see who you're subscribed to anyways. Do you ever get hate for wearing nail polish? Probably, but not in my personal life. Like whenever I go to Thanksgiving, see friends, or do anything like that, nobody cares. On the internet, probably. I have, you know, probably somebody somewhere will say something. Yeah, people just do nail polish for style too as well. Yeah, I know guys that do it. Yeah, I was so bad about biting my nails, I got used to the taste of that stuff. I eventually had to get acrylics and leave them on till they came off naturally, or to break my stuff. So you got used to that terrible tasting stuff. Do you get a lot of notice when you're on the street? No. Nobody's noticing me. Nobody noticed me, no. Cakes versus biscuits, cookies. I do like cakes. I do like cookies. I have actually some homemade Rice Krispie treats sitting in the kitchen right now that would be sick. Ever watch Neebs Gaming, and what do you think of them? I do. I have seen Neebs Gaming a little bit, but I don't watch them religiously. No. You can't see who we as individuals watch, right? Just a list of channels on your subscribers visit. Well, it depends. Yes and no. Yes, I can see channels subscribers visit, but I can see who you watch if you have your subscribers public. So if your subscriptions are public, then I know who you're watching. Am I the only one who's not ashamed of their subscriptions list? Hey, House of Prime, how you doing? House of Prime, hey! Did you make a conscious effort to not cuss on... do you make a conscious effort not to cuss on stream, or is it just the way you are? I'm glad you don't cuss a lot. Personally, my older stuff, I had cussed a bit. I cursed a bit. But then I kind of did like a little bit of self-evaluation. And I thought to myself, I said, well, honestly, who am I trying to say the F word or say this? And I do say it from time to time. But the way I like to do my content now is I like to keep it PG-13 for the most part. In PG-13, you can say the F word at least one time in a movie, you know? But I don't say it a lot. In my older videos, you probably could find me saying it a lot. But like I said, I made a conscious effort and change to where I was like, if I were to ever have kids, I want them to watch my videos. You know, I want them to watch my videos, and I want, you know, and all that. You know, I want them to have a good time and not worry about, you know, their dad cursing like a sailor all the time. You know, so that was more of my take on that. And then obviously with policy and guidelines changing forever on YouTube, policy change, who knows? Like there could be some kind of extreme something where it's like, in 2025, YouTube could change a policy and they say, hey, you're not allowed to say more than 2 cuss words in a video, right? It's very drastic, but it's kind of like also protecting yourself. There's some advertisers out there that will not monetize or will not be monetized on your channel because of curse words or because of certain things or certain actions. So I also try to do that as well. Are you planning on streaming a new game soon? Yes. My calendar says Tuesday. Tuesday there will be a new game. Yep. Yep. I will not say that yet. No, I will not say what game that is. Hey! What just happened? The House of Prime with the 10 super sticker. Is that what that is? $10. Thank you for that. I appreciate that, House of Prime. Thank you very much. Appreciate that a lot. Thank you very much. Would you ever clone yourself? Frick no. You don't want two of me's running around here. Favorite singer? I don't really have a favorite singer. I like a lot of music. I don't even understand being ashamed of your sub list. It's harming nobody. Yeah, no, yeah. Don't be, like I said, don't feel ashamed to who y'all are subscribed to. Don't let it change who you're subscribed to. If you're subscribed to who you're subscribed to, there's a reason for it, okay? Just keep those subscriptions, right? Muffling the swear words expands the available audience. That's also true too as well. Yeah. If you minus the cursing, you do open up yourself to a lot more audience for sure. I mean, but like I said, there is time that I will curse, but it's not a lot. How do you make your subscriptions private? Is that in YouTube settings? I think it's in the YouTube settings. Yeah. Let's see. Anything else? Anything else that I've missed here? Have you ever had a sponsor? I've had multiple sponsors for like videos and stuff. But like, oh, this stream is sponsored by so-and-so. I've done that a few times. I have this. This is a partnership right here. This isn't a sponsor though, but right here with Gamer Advantage, it's a partnership I have with them. Do you let your viewers swear in your chats or during your members only streams? Members only streams, we do have a little bit of it's a little bit more lenient. More people can express their way with that, express themselves for sure in the members live streams. In regular streams, I do keep a very moderate dealio going on for sure. Yep, I do. I see people adding me on Steam too. Let me just like accept y'all. Oh wow, 2 people added me on Steam. Thank you for the ads. Appreciate it. I don't know when my friends list is going to be filled. Am I streaming tomorrow? Yes, I am streaming tomorrow. When am I streaming? Have not made that decision yet. I think actually no, Oregon Trail. I think I'm streaming tomorrow. I'm going to try my best to do the Oregon or bus. I think I'm going to start that tomorrow. Manscaped sponsoring? That'd be sick, dude. I would love that. No, he F-flipping doesn't. Favorite mod on YouTube? Shut up. I need some manscaping sponsorship for my personal life. My current electric razor is not cutting it. I have never used them. I'd be open for it. Absolutely open for it. I would love to get in contact with Elgato too, but those are pipe dreams for me mostly. Honey, I joined a cult when? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I'm bringing it back again. It's not not a lot of people watched it last time. It kind of was crashing a bit. Not a lot of people were interested. Did I get another invite? Hey, yo. Thank you for the invite on the friends list there. Why is Danielle so lucky? She gets only cans free and see it before everyone else? Facts! Well, wait a sec. I'm tired of Raid Shadow Legend sponsorships. I could do that so easily right now, but I'm not a Raid Shadow. Like, you could do that easily, but I've turned down like thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. I just recently turned down, like, most of you members know, I turned down, like, they wanted me to work on a project in LA for 4 hours, and they said, hey, for 4 hours we'll pay you $6 grand, but the contract was crummy and I had to make it my contract. And once I finally did, they were good about it, and I was like, dude, you already shot me in the foot with this terrible contract you gave me before. There was no protection for me. I turned it down though. It's not about the money for me, really. Even when there is months where I have a hard time, like, I'd rather keep my I'd rather keep my mental and my dignity than money, really. Oh, have a good one, AKJM. Have a good one, absolutely. Have a good one. Have a good one, and thanks for hanging out with us. Take my kiddos swimming. Love that. Maybe we could do Honey, I Joined Nicole as a member stream. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea, Susie T. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. It's a special subscription service she has. Has every indication of being a lifelong sub too. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, I am on. So I think someone asked this question before. I am on Instagram. Yeah. How do I find you on Steam? I think you just kind of search me on Steam. You just go to friends, I think, find friends, and then you just search for, just type in my name, I believe is how it works. Yeah, I could show you that. I mean, I would have to sit here and tinker with it, but I could pull up that email corresponding with the contract that I had, just blur out some names, and I can show you proof, like 100%. Like, some people were like, I'm, kind of skeptical about it. I get that 100%. I totally get that, but it was a real deal and it was a real story and it really did happen. I mean, like I said, I could show you the screenshot, but I would have to sit here and blur out some names. But I think that would be for a members thing only. So the story about the LA contract is a big reason why I keep supporting this as a member. You staying true to your morals, even if you're reaching higher subs, is an awesome part of you in this channel. Oh, thank you, Fane. I appreciate that. Appreciate that a lot. Thank you very much. Can we play Sandrock together once it's more developed as members? I don't know. I mean, I will play Sandrock. I will play Sandrock when the game does hit full release. But the thing is that with people, there's not enough players that can join, so I would have to definitely have to pick people, and not everybody would be included. That's my only problem with that. Hey, look at that. Got a bunch of people that just sent me a friend request. Shout out to y'all. What up? I don't know what the maximum number of friends is. I think I'm coming close on 200 friends. Should YouTube content creators form a union? No. No. I haven't been here for a while, but it's good to see you're still the same, even gaining more and more recognition. Oh, thank you, Devin. I appreciate that, Devin. Very kind of you. Very kind of you. To have a successful YouTube channel, is it important to use a variety of social media platforms to get noticed? I would not even say that. I mean, you don't have to be successful. It does help when starting out. Absolutely, it helps. But I have a TikTok that's terrible. I got jank on it. I have a Instagram, but my Instagram doesn't revolve around my gaming. My Instagram is more of my personal life than gaming. It has nothing to do with the channel, actually. It's just if you like me as a person, you can follow me on Instagram. That's basically it. Twitter, I had Twitter. Twitter's for the channel use. Yeah, Twitter's for channel use and for contacting companies and things like that a lot. That's pretty much it when it comes to social media, though. You gotta do a spin the wheel giveaway for spots. Thought I had to hate to say that, but I never win those. Yeah, I would have to do something like that, which would suck. Hey, you know what? Hello? Ah! She was calling me. She was calling me. The queen of the castle. Hey! Hello? Hello? Nothing? You call me and then I call you, you don't answer? That's how it is, right? Here, let me call you. And then I didn't answer. And then I call right back. This is proof here. I call right back instantly. No answer.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging.
Why, yes. Yes, it has. 250 is the max. Oh, well, those spots are going up quick. I tell you what. How do I use my phone without a case? I'm super careful. I'm super careful. I'm super careful. Super careful. I don't drop stuff, though. I'm very good with my hands. Because she's calling you back. I've been ghosted. Yeah, dude. What the frick? What phone do I have? I think it's the iPhone X, right? The one that came out years and years and years ago. Got a bumper case, grip strips, and a pop socket. I could never. Yeah, I have an iPhone X, I think. Was it coming like 4 or 5 years ago? Yeah. Kind of same thing with my car thing. Like, how come you don't have an upgraded? Like, I know you could upgrade your phone. Like, I know you could upgrade your phone. How come you haven't? Well, because I don't like a phone payment. I don't like to owe money on a phone. How come you don't have your How come you don't have like what's your dream car? Well, just because I don't like a car payment. Things like that. Hey, there's another one. Look at that. Another friend request coming through. I sent Grillmaster a friend request. He didn't accept it. I think it's because, though, I think his friend list is probably full. But I was wishing one day. What's your phone number? 8675309. There you go. Why would you update your phone? I have an iPhone X also, and it works perfectly. Exactly. 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 Hey, Suan.
Steam won't allow me to send you 7 days to die through it. So, 7 day to die monies, let the zombie extermination begin, smiley face, _cans hype.
How you doing, Suan? Yes, the reason why I think it won't let you send 7 days to die is because I actually own 7 days to die. I do own 7 days to die. I just haven't played it yet, really much. I've played a little bit way back in the day, I think, on a different account, but not on this account, not on my YouTube account. But I think I own it on my YouTube account, yeah. But thank you very much for that super chat. I appreciate that. Thank you, Suan. That was very kind of you. Very kind indeed. A lot of gaming YouTube channels seem to think they need to do both YouTube and Twitch. Thoughts? It's a great, well, I know why they do it. YouTube and Twitch, because they can grow on Twitch faster than you can on YouTube. And when you do, you can take your stream and put it on YouTube and let YouTube grow on its own. And that can be a passive income, right? And you don't have to do anything on YouTube other than upload your old Twitch VODs. So, and then at the same time, you're working for partnership on Twitch. So it's like double income. So there's big benefits to it. But for me personally, I like to keep the audience all at once. It doesn't mean that in the future, I will not ever go to Twitch. There could be a time in the future that I do go to Twitch, you know, it just wherever my best possibility and best situation for myself, best standing, that's what I have to do. I'll have to do. If things change drastically on YouTube and things were so much better on Twitch, you know, then I have to look out for myself, right? Of course, and try my best at all the available options I have. Where can I find you on Instagram? You just type in my channel name. Just search my channel name. You got banned on Twitch by channel, but no idea why. People on YouTube get banned a lot and they don't know why. They don't even know. People on YouTube never know that they'll get banned on YouTube. That's the beauty about YouTube compared to like Twitch, is like when people get banned on YouTube, they have no idea. They sit there and they try to chat in the live streams and they can see their own chat, but nobody can see their chat. Same with like YouTube videos. If they decide to comment on a video, they see their own comments, but nobody else sees their own comments. That's the funny thing about like banning people on YouTube. Did I get another friend request? I did. Look at that. Daddy. Have any names in mind for when you have kids, boy and girl? No. Nope. No idea. Have not even crossed that bridge. Have a good one, James. Have a good one. Steam will not let you send all games from Canada to the US. Really? I did not know that. I didn't know that. Interesting. By the way, hello, Norman. If you ever have children, what age would you expose them to social media? No answer. That's why I love you too. You'll never know if you're banned. I know, right? That's the best thing about it. No problem, Betty Lou. Thank you for sending me one. Yeah. That's gonna give me nightmares about being ignored now. Yeah, you'll never know. You can watch people's content. You can watch people's videos and streams, but you'll never know. You'll never know if you're banned or not. That's fun though. Like today I banned someone from the channel. I think I banned someone between the last stream and this stream. One thing I would have to say, if you ever find someone's channel, if you ever comment on someone's channel for the first time, most of the time we creators look at comments. We see familiar faces and things like that. But we are very reactive to new names and new profile pictures that pop up. So if it's your first time commenting on a channel, like make sure it's a comment that, you know, because first impressions mean everything. And if your first impression was something negative, 9 times out of 10, you probably will get ghosted. You probably will get banned. And you won't even know about it because that's not the kind of energy the creator wants to bring to their community or to their videos or to their streams or things like that. So that's the whole beauty of it, is that the creator has power over all that stuff. So yeah, just know that. Just just, you know. Be mindful for the first comment people ever make, you know. Hey Kayla, how you doing? Just wanted to stop in. I know I'm late to the party. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you. Happy Black Friday.
He's
Indeed.
the man with the plan, and his name is Cans. Hails.
Hey! German road crew. German road crew. After that message, he's the man with the plan, and his name is Cans. Hails. I know. German road crew with the $50 tip. Holy crap. $50 again. It's like the other day. $50 tip. Big ups to German road crew. My lord. My lord. That was awesome. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate that a lot. Yeah, it's technically not being called banned. It's called being hidden. That's right. You're following me on Instagram now? Very good. Very good. There's another social media. If y'all are on it, I'm on it. I just, well, actually, I'm not going to say it because I haven't done the profile yet. But there's another social media out there that creators are switching to other than Twitter. But I'm staying on Twitter, right? But I have created my account other than on this other platform. I'm aware when you ban someone, it happened more than a few times. Yeah. Well, in a live stream, you definitely can tell, right? Please tell me you won't name your kids Mickey and Minnie. I promise you I will not name them Minnie. Mickey, that's different. What if I wanted to name the child after, like, Mickey Mantle? Or Seven. I'm going to name the child Seven. Anybody? Seinfeld? No? Everybody's anxious about their subscription and being ghosted on YouTube. I know. I made everyone nervous about, oh, who am I subscribed to? And, oh, am I banned from this channel or not? Right? But it is something. I have a question. You're still alive? You have a question, Jefferson? What's your question? Oh, you're still alive. Is that the question? Oh, you freaking frick. Do you feel that when people give money to a YouTuber that they must use it towards their channel? No. In my case, people are very well aware that when they support the channel, they're supporting me and Danielle. And the only way that you can, and when you do give money to a channel, is so that they can live and breathe, and rent and food and bills you have to pay, and you know, working with, I mean, your equipment on the channel too. You have to buy that stuff, but it's not just for the channel. No, I mean, it depends on the YouTuber, of course, but in my case, people are very well aware of the situation that I'm in. Go to, if anybody's wondering what the new or the next thing that people are jumping over to, it's Hive. Hive. Make sure to go make your Hive account. Get your Hive username locked down so nobody takes it. I tried to send you Shadow Warrior 2, but Steam would not let me. Oh, really? Interesting. Interesting. Hope this is an okay question, maybe. But how do you pick what content to put for the members? What do you mean by that? How do you pick what content to put for the members? Like all my members' videos, you mean? Is that what you mean? Hey, Serena. How you doing, Serena? Supporting the pups, too. Yeah, that's right. And the pups. Can't forget about the pups. Absolutely. One reason that you shouldn't expect a creator to put money into the channel is they're probably already doing that regardless of your gift. You're giving it to them to use. They see fit. Yeah. And in my case, especially, this is the only reason I'm able to do this every single day is because of the support of the community and the support of the people and the generosity and all that. Without that, I wouldn't be able to do this every single day. Do you ever feel like people try to buy your attention? No, I've never felt that before. When starting a channel, what's better? Starting with normal videos or straight up streaming? I would say normal videos. You want to build a catalog. Build a catalog of videos. Build a playlist of videos. When you're streaming, you're not going to be streaming to anybody. When you start getting like when I started YouTube, I started with videos. I didn't start doing live streams until maybe I had like 1,000 or 2,000 worth of subscribers. That's when I really started doing live streaming on YouTube. When am I playing on Tuesday? Secret. It will be announced this weekend. What do you think about what do you think about YouTubers that beg for money on stream? I don't know who does. I don't know who begs for money on stream. What is Hive? It's the next social media platform that mixes Instagram and Twitter together. I would say start with normal videos. Yeah, I would too. Yeah, it's always, and just like Darren said, it's always good to send, like, if you want to know where your money is going directly. Darren makes a fair point there. It's always good to send me Steam gift cards directly through Steam, because those Steam gift cards will go directly into the games that we play here on the channel. Yeah, that's exactly another point. Because I don't get codes, I don't get keys all the time from developers. Especially around this season, I've been getting kind of stiffed in that department. But yeah, exactly. Steam gift cards, that's another way to support the channel. And that, you already know, that money will go directly towards games that are going to be coming to the channel. I've been gifted a lot of games. Haven't played all the games. Just because you gift me a game doesn't dictate that I'm going to bring it to the channel or not. That's a fair enough, yeah, that's a fair enough thing there. Fair enough statement. What do I think of the panels on YouTube? Like the shorts, lives, and videos panels? Is that what you mean? So you talk about the members? Are you talking about like all the members videos I make? Because if you're saying like how do you come to terms of making videos on members? Membership videos, to me, I feel like need to have an incentive towards them. You need to have at least a reason, and that's why my membership videos, membership live streams are a little bit different than my regular content here on the channel. I make sure that I can bring a little bit of diversity, bring a little bit of a personal touch, and really show you, me, my thoughts, Danielle, the dogs, our experiences. It's a way to break away from gaming, at least for me, and show you the other aspects of life that goes on. I think that's an incentive to become a member and support a streamer, support, your favorite YouTuber, whatever you want to call them. I looked up Hive and made me think of MySpace. Yeah, Hive with less than 1,000 reviews. Yeah, Hive. Make sure to say, like, go over there and reserve your name, because that's where everybody's going to jump ship to if Twitter goes down. If. I'm not saying it is, but if it does, people are going to jump to Hive. You can also buy games off wishlist. Yeah, I would screw myself over buying subs everywhere. So now I then buy a game off someone's wishlist to show appreciation instead. That's a very fair point too, Yorkie. But with my wish list is a very scattered one, because there's like 90% of the games on my wish list are games that I'm following and watching and keeping my eye on. 90% of it doesn't mean that's something I want to play or want to, have. But yeah, that's also an alternative too. I wish I could send you cookies as a gift, but I live in Canada, so they would be stolen by beavers. You can always look on your wish list and buy games you're wanting. Yeah, but again, the wish list is like 600 games, and most of them are like games I'm just watching, and not like, wish list means different for me, at least. It doesn't mean something that is actually something I want. Mostly I get notified if something's on, like something was on my radar. Oh, this is on sale for X amount of money, right? Did you ever get a chance to play the original Doom? I don't think so. I don't think so, no. Your name is already taken on Hive? I used to go on my channel's panel stream, my friends' panel streams they had on their channels. I had some bad experiences on my channel. I will only show my avatar and you can hear my voice now. None on my channel. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about, at least from panels for me. I think everything's been, for the most part, good. Creator may not be at any given time when they might want to play a certain game anyway. That's true. Flexible. Yep, flexible. Yep. And that's the thing. The wish list games and things like that. I never know what exactly I'm going to be playing. And what time, and sometimes it's about timing too. It's all about timing sometimes as well. Question: good wireless mouse recommendation for fingertip grip. I did my research, but I'd like to hear your opinion. I don't know much about that. I really don't. I really don't have an opinion on that. I don't know much about wireless mouses or mouses in general, so I couldn't really give you a fair enough answer on that one. Yeah, look what happened with Kansas Channel and Dinkum. He had no idea it would blow up. The other games that he planned months in advance, like 2 Point, didn't take off as much. And one to be certain too, and just recently, the Oregon Trail. I didn't realize the Oregon Trail was gonna get more than 50,000 views. So there's that. I've never really had any wireless keyboards or wireless mouses in my life either. What is the brand of microphone you're using at the moment? I am using the Elgato Wavelink 3. Elgato Wavelink 3. Yep. 50,000? Yeah, Oregon Trail Day 1 has over 50,000 views right now. Kind of goes show to, like, you know, Oregon Trail. How are we depending on this? Is this relevance or not? Oh, this is relevance, baby. Have a good one, Susie T. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm going to be wrapping it up here in a bit. I got maybe a few more questions in me. I'm going to get it to the 3-hour mark. If anybody has any last minute questions, please make sure to throw them in, because I will not be doing this for a very long time. I will not be doing another Q&A for a very long time. Currently, right now, what I have Corsair. I have Corsair keyboard and a Corsair mouse. So if you're thinking about anything, I have Elgato Wavelink 3 microphone with Corsair keyboard and a Corsair mouse. Thanks for the stream and interview, Cans. No problem, Auntie Meow. Thanks for hanging out with us. You got apple pie with vanilla ice cream? Oh, dude, I need to get some leftovers, Amy. I'm freaking hungry. All my questions are inappropriate. I'm out. See, all you have to do is send me a DM. Celestial brand Bengal spiced tea is so good. You need to do a channel sponsor on it. I'm sipping it right now. Oh, dude, hang on. Hello, welcome. You are live here on Cairns. We're answering every question possible. Do you have a question here, ma'am?
No, I cannot ask my question live.
You can't ask your question live? Well, I'm sorry, sweetheart. This is how we do things here on WW Cans KUW 97.4.
Oh my gosh. You want me to ask it live?
No.
Okay.
Okay, we're back. Beck Levin Mort says the Oregon show was my first video, and I've been sitting here listening to the Q&A for hours. You were in my recommendations quite a few times, and none of my regulars had tried Oregon Trail yet. Well, I wonder why they hadn't. I think it's a pretty decent game. I do. I absolutely do. Somebody already followed you on Hive? Question: are you happy with how the channel takes you, even though it might not be what you plan or expect? Oh no, I'm very happy with how everything. The way the channel has gone is exactly how I expected it to go for the most part. But that's because I control my fate, and I feel like I control my fate to some degree. But I control, what I want here, what I want to see here, what I want to have here, and things like that. So, yeah. So I'm very happy with everything and how everything has gone, and it is for the most part everything that I expected. I've busted my ass. Remember we done that New Year's video? I said I started 2022. I started the New Year's this year. I said at 4,000 subscribers, I said I wanted to reach 15 to 20,000 by the end of 2022. I made that a goal all year. I worked hard all year, and next year's goal is going to be something totally different than the goal I set out for myself this year. My question for you, Cans, is why? Not why any specific thing, just why in general. My answer to that is because I can. He was gonna ask him something inappropriate. What games are you looking forward to that are coming in 2023? There's only one game I'm looking forward to, and that's Big Ambitions. I don't really know much of any other games. I know there's Harry Potter coming out, but that's totally different. That was not an Only Cans question. No, that was not an Only Cans question. That was something else. Hey, Sonny. How you doing, Sonny? I'm going to ask my question again. Where do you see the channel in a year if you could dream? Ooh. Again, it's not, to me, it's not a number thing. Like, I like number-wise, like subscriber number-wise, it's not that for me. I think my dream, if I could see in a year, is to finally fully be comfortable and be sustainable. That's it. That's my dream. That's practically it. That's all I could ever ask for, and just to hope that all the wonderful people that I've met throughout the year, I can continue to be in their lives. They let me be in their lives for the next year as well. That's all I could ever ask. How do you come up with the goals for your channel? Passion and off the top of my head. Favorite Simpsons character? Bart, only because I like Simpsons Hit and Run and Simpsons Road Rage. How do you approach your channel so you don't feel burnout? Well, I tinker with things. Yeah, I tinker with things. I make adjustments. Yep. How did you come up with the name Kanzalone? I kind of I talked about this earlier today, but I'll do it real quick again. So Anzalone, basically my name without the K. That was my family's name in the old country, in Italy, in Sicily. They came over on a boat. They Americanized it. They changed letters in it. I took the old country name, Anzalone, and I put a K in front of it because growing up, friends, family, brothers, sisters, everybody would call me K, because my name's Caleb. They would just say K for short, even though my name is spelled with a C. But they call me K. And so what I did, I just took the old family name and I put a K in front of it, and that's how I made my name. And now people call me Cans. Question: if you told yourself years ago at 0 viewers that you would have over 18,000 subs and so many viewers, would your past believe it? And I'll give you an answer there. I would say, well, I don't know about specific numbers, but when I was starting out, I always thought that I could do it, and that if somebody else, this person over here could do it, I could do it, type thing. And so I just believed in myself. I had support from the wife, and I said, you know what? I got to give it my all. People do YouTube, people start out and they do recording and they do streaming, but they don't give it their all. They don't give it their true all. And I was that person back in 2014 when I started on Twitch, did a little bit of YouTube back in 2014. I did it and I played around with it. Hey, Betty Lou, thank you for the 10 super chat. I appreciate that, Betty. That was very sweet of you. Thank you, Betty Lou. I love that name, by the way. I didn't give it my full all back then. And then in 2020, I said, I need to stop effing around and I need to give it my all because I know I can do it. I just got to believe in myself. And that's what I did. I learned every day. I constantly had YouTube on the brain, constantly watched other people, watch other content creators, I learned a lot from other content creators, and then I just took what they did and put my own spin on it, and I just built a community, and I wanted to make sure that whatever community that I built, I wanted it to be personal, a little bit more personal, and I wanted to be there for people. So I knew I could do that because in my real life with my real, like my best friends, you know, and things like that, I'm there for them 100%. And I'm always there for them. If they ever need to call me at 2 in the morning, whatever it is, I'm there for them. And that's basically how I translated. I wanted to translate that a little bit to YouTube and build a community with that same purpose. Because 100% my friends can depend on me in real life. And we get a mutual connection where I can depend on them. So yeah. That's basically how I went about that. Cannoli or ravioli? Cannoli. That's a great history to the name. I like the depth. Yeah, you know, I needed to find something unique, and because my YouTube name here used to be something different until I rebranded in 2020. Yeah, 2020 I rebranded for sure. Pizza or calzone? Pizza. How much of oneself do you think people on YouTube are? I met a lot of fake folks. Oh, I don't know. I don't really focus on that kind of stuff. I mean, people are gonna be who they are. But you know, you also got to realize some people are actual entertainers and characters, and I'm an entertainer and I'm a character for the most part. I'm very, I know it doesn't seem like it, but I'm a super introvert in real life. I keep to myself. I'm very shy, and I'm very, you know, in public, I'm very cautious and things like that. But this here, I feel like I control this environment so I can be who I want to be. And out there, I'm more of afraid of who I actually am and have to pretend to act, you know, civil. And I'm getting better at it as time goes on. Like this whole like bad flavor tasting nail polish thing. I'm not afraid of what people are gonna say about, you know, my nails, but it just helps me so I don't chew my nails to the freaking bone, dude, you know. Are the friends humans make via social media real friends? Oh yeah. Well, I mean, unless you're talking about internet friends. What was your old YouTube name? I don't want to say. I don't want to say. You could find it. You could definitely find it in my older videos, but it's cheesy and corny. Personally, in the beginning, I would remember Kansas Calzone. That's how I got my question. Yeah. You're not the only one that's done that. Did you always want to be a professional YouTuber? I've always wanted to be a content creator, yeah. You're right about that, Chibi. You're right about that, Devin. But no, I've always wanted to be a YouTuber. Ever since I discovered back in 2011? 2012? When I first discovered the Yogscast Minecraft Let's Play series, survival series, still a banger series till today. Sometimes, like once a year, I'll go back and watch the Yogscast, Lewis and Simon do that Minecraft survival series. That's when I know this is sick. I want to be a part of whatever this is. That's where I like got my first like, whoa. This is what I want to try to do. His old YouTube name was Cheesy and Corny. He was Bry Sweetcorn. You watched some older videos, that's why I remember. Yeah, then you know. That's what I do. You know the name then. Oh. Well then, it's been a pleasure and honor. I really have to say. It's been a pleasure and honor being with you all here today. Just speaking and talking with you, you know, on my end it shows up. Maybe not on your end yet, but on my end, we certainly just hit 18.5 subscribers. 18,500 subscribers today, and I just want to say thank you all for that. Thank you all for the support. Thank you for the new subscribers and all that. I will not be doing another Q&A for a very long time, so this was the time. This was the time. I can definitely tell we are running all out of really running all out of questions. I think you've all answered it. I think you got everything you needed for sure. Y'all got it good. You got real in depth. I gave you 3 hours of questions and answers and explanations. Should be a yearly event. That's not a bad idea though. You have a point. But yeah, some of my series have Easter eggs. Y'all learned that. The pleasure and honor being with you today. Special shout out today. Here we go. Hang on a sec. Special shout out to oh my lord. First of all, I mean, over the fact today we got 40 new members. Was it 40 members? Yeah, 40 new members today. The fact that we had, I think we have 190 new members this week. Thank you for that, Amber, for the gifted 150 members. And Darren, and thank you for everybody else that gifted memberships as well this week. Darren for the super chat, appreciate that. The House of Prime with a 10 super chat as well. Suan with the super chat also. German Road Crew with a $50 tip. Betty Lou for a 10 super chat as well. Very awesome. Thank you very much. Thank you. Maybe every 6 months? Oh, no, I won't do this every 6 months. This is a very rare occasion. Very, very rare occasion. This is very rare. So I hope you all enjoyed this. Naomi says, I always come at the end of your streams. I'll have to watch it from the start. Hey, you got 3 hours of questions and answers you can definitely hear and listen to. So yeah, I will definitely give Danielle love and all that for y'all, and let her know about all the crazy stuff that's happened today and yesterday and all that, of course. Anybody else that had was there any new No new invites. Thank you for all the ads on Steam as well. Appreciate that. We are coming up on 200. So if you want to, you know, be my friend on Steam, you're more than welcome to. Before my friends list is up, just know, don't forget. Hey, we talked about it already today. Don't forget this. Don't forget. Then I see it. Don't forget, I can see who you're subscribed to sometimes, and I can see what games you're buying. So if you add me on Steam, just make sure that I will be able to see what games you buy and what you play. So, you know, if you want to quickly delete me off Steam now, you can. Just know that, all right? Because you know, I see some things. I see what people buy and what people are playing lately. Of course. If my up dog comes to your house, could you take it and feed it for a couple of weeks? Hey. Anyways, it's been a pleasure and honor. Thank you for spending your time with me. Any time that you have is valuable time, and thank you for spending your valuable time with me. I do appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow with the Oregon Trail. Be starting the Oregon or Bus. Gonna be a long stream tomorrow, maybe like 4 or 5 hours. We're gonna be diving into the Oregon Trail. We'll have some good times, and I hope you are there to play along with me, as it is tomorrow, Saturday, the weekend. Thank you all. I will see you very, very soon. And do as always, take care and enjoy the pure imagination Willy Wonka, baby. See ya. Bye.